Well, hello everyone. Oh my goodness, we're back finally. It really feels like it has been a moment, right? I mean, geez, what? The time flies, right? I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is yeah, having a wonderful Tuesday. It's been it's been whatever over on this end. Hello Ren, hello Shaman, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully everything is sounding good. Oh boy, there we go. Already with the Gavin blasting audio on his stream. Yeah, oh my goodness. I am so glad the AC is fixed. Y'all don't understand. It was kind of rough. I was like roughing it out for like a week and a half, and then I was like, I gotta do something about it. So I like messaged my landlord last weekend, and then of course because of timing, it didn't work out. It didn't work out to stream last week, to say the least. But most of you already know the sitch behind that. Yeah, it was an eventful last week, but we are back with some more in Stars and Time, and I'm super happy to be here. Yeah, glad to hear the house isn't an oven anymore. I agree. No 8. What's up with that? Something going on there? Well, anyways, I think for those who don't remember, and I wouldn't blame you because I don't remember things very well myself, we were hunting for Ghost-Frin. Now, I'm trying to recall where we're at exactly. I think we beat the final, or I should say the floor 2 boss, is what I'm assuming here. So, we'll be just getting right back. Yeah. Oh, wait. Is this... Hold on, are we on floor 2 right now? Gonna be lurking tonight? Hey, thanks for stopping by, Ben. I appreciate it. Yeah, we got the bot, got the Siri bot here. Hopefully make ad breaks and all that a little easier to manage. Okay. Well, that's interesting, because I thought we... Oh, no. I think we just went back. We just went back and reset floor 2. So that is good. That is very good. I was like, did we, forget to save? Because I know we got Ghost-Frin last time. And I would hate myself if... I would hate myself to know that we... didn't go through that, or to make you guys have to sit through that again. But yeah, I think we got it. So I'm trying to think, what do we... God, this is what happens when you don't play in 2 weeks. You forget everything. I shouldn't say you. I forget everything. Hi, my name is Gavin. I middle name forgets, last name everything. Runs in the family. You still need to find a bit more. You're right. I'm trying to remember what a bit more is specifically. But we'll kind of do some quick look-sees, see if anything pops up. Okay, so we haven't done this yet. Interesting. Smell like flowers. Yeah, hope everyone's doing good. It was Oh, you need to keep going and getting the Ghost-Frins on each floor. I'll pull up the location. Oh, you're good. I could totally pull up the I know where they're at. And if I'm not mistaken, welcome in, Jacob. If I'm not mistaken, we do have floor 2, hence why we saved and hence why we called it where we did last time he was live. But I think I'll push him through. You take a deep breath and poke
my cheek again and die.
Yep. Message received. You wiggle under your breath. Or giggle. Wow, I read that. But yeah, you heard the news. What was the news? Something going on? Okay, so we maybe went in the right direction. That's good to know. I do know where floor 3 is, as far as, like, where Ghost-Frin is on floor 3, but... Okay, so is there, like, something up with Gavin 8? Because, like... Shaman's brought it up in, like, a couple of streams. Actually, Shaman and Ren have brought it up in streams in the past, and now Jacob is. This guy must be popular or something, I don't know. Must be a hot ticket item. Yeah. I was saying, I didn't really, like, it wasn't like a super eventful day or anything, it's just like... I don't know, it's just kind of a long day, like a very busy day, you know? Like a lot going on, but like at the same time, like nothing noteworthy, you know? Nothing big. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Big rock? Big rock. Oh yeah. Stuff. Oh wait, hold on. This might be something we need to do, question mark? Let's see, though. Yes, okay, so I actually did, Ren, I did read through, like, some of the stuff, as far as, like, the weird points, and, I do know that there was a handful of things going on in this Barbie, so we'll be kind of checking over everything, I think. So apologies for the lots of dialogue. Why am I taking this seriously? This is bad news. I just don't know what's... Is this bad news? I don't know. I guess I'm not in the loop on this kind of stuff. I apologize. Pile of listed books that have been checked out of the library. Odil's looking intently at the list. Yeah. Books don't exist, Issa, alright? Last time I checked. Books aren't real. Alright, Frog Detective taught us that. Have I made that joke before? Probably. Alright, but that's okay, because that's what we do here. We say the same joke over and over again. Every time you step into his office, you come back as a different Gavin. Gavin 8, nicknamed Gavino, or Gavin 8, has been, oh wow. Wow, apparently there's a lot going on. Has been trying to take over after one of your streams. You suddenly, were gone, and a different you came back. Sometimes we get messages about you seeing other yous in your apartment. I spoke with one of you today, trying to help, and I failed. Again, blinding again. I hope everything's okay. I don't know. That sounds like a lot of things going on a rather uneventful day, but I hope that's all it works out. I hope it works out. You know? Hopefully, whoever that is, whoever that affects is doing a bit better. Gaslight Geek Boss up in here, I guess. Y'all trying to get through to this, Gavin. This isn't gonna work out. I must be so out of the loop, you know? I just feel like, I don't know, something's going on around me, but I feel like it's been a pretty ordinary day. I don't know. But I do hate to see you guys not feeling the best about what's going on with that. It sucks. No fun. Gavino 8 broke containment. You press the switch. Yeah, we've done this dialogue before. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta check the message, because I know that one of these, I think it's WoW's secret passage, but one of these is going to give us a weird point. And I think it's WoW's secret passage, but I should probably double check that. Let's see. I am double checking. Oh, I might have screwed up already. Oh well. Yeah, WoW's secret passage, which, if I'm not mistaken, okay, +1. I thought that said +3 for a second. I was like, dang. And there's the weird noise. We love our weird noises around here. I should probably just have this open. Would make more sense. Why are redeems off? Yeah, Funny Noises Appreciation Crew. You know, honestly, I just call me silly here. I just feel like I just always felt like those were the stupidest things ever, you know? You know, the channel point redeems and all that. I mean, really, they were just like a distraction, you know? Like, why would you ever want to pay attention to something other than me? I mean, you have to admit, that seems a bit silly, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just the odd one out here, but I've been going over some Tome streams. I just finished RE5, and there were no clones there, meaning they either started with Stars in Time or Resident Evil 6. The hunger for the spotlight. Oh, you guys know me so well, don't you? Man. And I really thought I was doing a decent job there, you know? I thought, I mean, surely if I could fool you guys for the last 2 Sundays, surely I could do it again. I should have known, though. I should have known. You all are too perceptive for that kind of thing, aren't you? I mean, shoot. I will take any script, any role I can work with, but that was a boring one anyways. Maybe this is just better. Oh. Who am I? I mean, must I lift the veil? Gavin 8. The one and only. What can I do for my most wonderful audience tonight? Oh, man, it does feel good to get that weight off my back. I mean, how would he said that? What would he say about that? He'd say something stupid like, "The bees have buzzed off your back," or something ridiculous like that. No. No, we don't have to worry about him anymore. No. things are under control. Better control. You know, there is actually a pretty funny little thing about that name you gave me, but I wouldn't be a good host if I didn't add just a bit of suspense. Just a bit. So, I think what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna roll through this just as he normally would have. And later down the line, I think I might let you all in on a little secret. Ooh, I'm so excited. I really am. But I gotta pace myself. I do gotta pace myself. Man, what a fun night we are about to have. But I'm sure someone's here to see what's going on in this game or whatever, but who's to say? You need any help that you can get. You pick one at random. Color therapy. What it means for us in our past. Looks boring and dense. Okay. So we read that. The bookcase is filled with moldy old books. One of them is written in a language you cannot read. It has a big, sparkling tree on the cover. Just looking at the title is giving you a headache. But you could read it if you remember the memory of it, wouldn't you? Ah, good point. I forgot about that. I did, didn't I? Let's see. Which one of this was it? There we go. Beautiful. Let's give it a try. One of them is written in your own language. You can read it now. Actually, you can't. There's a lot of hard words in there. You don't know what this is even about. Maybe you should go back to it later. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. The bookcase is filled with books about craft skills. We run through the carrot method again. Delicious carrot method. Okay. Nothing there. Okay. Books with no titles. Oh, we got this guy again. Okay. Round around we go. Oh god. Oh. You know what? That we'll just never make a mistake ever again, I think is what we'll do. I think that's what we'll do. I don't know, that's my personal thought, but yeah, we did, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was where we ended last episode. We got Ghost-Frin on floor 2. Because we looped back, I think, fairly early on. Like, we had to start from the beginning, and we kept going, and then eventually we got it. Because if I'm not mistaken, and let me verify really quick. It would be over on this side, and right here, if I'm not mistaken, like right up here. So if we somehow didn't, I'd be surprised, because I do, even though it's been a bit, I do remember like ending there. So yeah. Let's see if we can. Oh, wow. You know what? That doesn't count. We don't count that. We actually don't count that, I say. You know, it really is a shame that even as dumb of a role as playing that idiot has been. It was nice to have a simpler mindset, you know? Now it just feels like there's too much stewing on my mind. But we'll learn to live with it. It's a nice classroom. Okay. Stuck into the wall says no snacking in this room. Let's see. Bookcase. Bookcase is filled with some books about many random things. There's a book about something called bonding earrings. Yes, we know about the bonding earrings, don't we? Is he still alive? I mean... I'm fairly certain that he's not gonna be poking around anytime soon. Now that everything is up and running as it should be. And I don't think we even need to question it. At this point, I think everything is going to be handled a lot more professionally, with a lot less error. But that's just one man's opinion. Okay, I don't think that was new or anything. Some vials, you pick them up. Okay. Let me double check really quick and make sure I'm not missing anything on this floor. Or I guess I should say like anything specific for this room that I can think of. Oh, Ren. Gavin can't be replaced, no matter how much you try. You are your own person, no matter what role you're playing. You're you. How sweet. Oh, I felt the love through the screen. And you're so right. With him out of the picture, it's all about me now. And it's only gonna be about me. Oh, isn't this so much better? Honestly, like, I just feel like all of these past streams he's done have just been bleh. God, so much better. Okay. Okay, weird noise, question mark? No, okay. Okie doke. I'm gonna double check here. Interact with... So, okay, I think we did some of this in the secret library. Oh, wait, shoot, okay. Oh, wait, maybe... I don't know. There's some of these that we may or may not have gotten on this loop that I'm thinking about. How about... my D-pad. I think, floor 2, so... paper, I think, is what we need to do. Yeah. Or maybe not? I don't know, let's try it again. I guess we'll try rock. Yep, it's rock, it's rock. It was just kind of hard to judge with that first attack with, where we're at, scale-wise. Breathe in and out. Okay. Should be careful about where we use this one. Say what you want, 8, but Gavin is my friend. We love him, and you cannot replace him. I've been around the block with alternate timelines. Oh, hold on. Do we have someone trying to remember whoever that idiot was? Look, it's okay. Everyone goes through a grieving period. But let's see here. Been around the block with alternate timelines more than enough times, and I am way too experienced, shall we say, with this. I know in my soul how different each and every iteration of my friends are. Did you know that West we have now isn't the same West we started with? Ask her about it sometime. You know, I have just the faintest feeling, just the faintest of feelings, that after you find out what I've got up my little sleeve, we won't need to ask anyone for any of their opinions, because we've got the best one right here. And that means you'll never match up to Gavin, just a petty little man who's been starving for someone else's spotlight, because no matter how hard you try, you'll never be able to get it on your own. Oh, I will be sure to let Gavin know if he's manages to somehow crawl his way to me on his hands and knees begging. I'll let him know that. I'm so happy to pass that message to him. I couldn't agree more. Okay. Through the key. Open the door. Yeah, I do know there is a the thing on this one as well, but we might also get one for just picking the correct area. So, you know, that works too. Let's see. So broadcast hitch for a second. It was very thematic. Oh man. No, soon enough we won't have any issues like that anymore. I'm glad Frin is able to remind me. I know my memory hasn't served the best. I should say his memory hasn't served the best in the past, so that's good to know. Ooh, okay. Was this one 1, 2, 3 allowed? There we go. All right. Let's see. There's a vial on the table. I know there's something with the glass here, and I think we might get it because it was something to do with like interacting with it the second time, I believe. So we will see. Question, how many memories do you share of his? You know, I don't really ponder on the past. God, I know how pathetic he was trying to remember back. And look where that got him. Just saying. I think this one is just bring back bad memories. If there's anything new, I'm glad that the Siri bot is working. If there's anything new, I will not interact with it until ad break is over. But I think, let me double check here. I'm so thankful to have this list, I have to say. I thought I remembered something about like choosing, it brings back bad memories, but I might be crazy. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for it. Or I'm blind. Which I mean, I'd never be blind to something like that, but you know. Yeah, we'll try this. Oh, yeah, there's the noise. Very good. Okay. I mean, I'm genuinely gonna be, if we need 15 and we've already hit like a good chunk of them. Okay, 30 seconds. That's not too bad. We'll hang out for a second. I will probably change that message as well. I mean, I love hearing a word from our sponsors, believe me, as any good host would, but I don't think I need to be groveling for money or attention. And welcome back. I don't know if we've gotten this line yet.
As the adults say, I'm going to take this.
I mean, maybe, but he probably wouldn't have grabbed that line, to be honest. Okay, we do know about that. Okay, glass time. A vial, but it's broken. The pieces of glass catch the light, making them almost sparkle. You got the shiny piece of glass. You discreetly put the pieces of glass in your pocket along with your souvenirs. Alright. Yeah. As the kids said, you yoink in the same room. Yeah, she says that on the one that's on this table. You's right. I guess I will check again. Every time I like I switch off the Twitch app, it like gets weird with the chat, so I try not to. But oh, that's fun. He referenced it at the Pathfinder game. Very nice. Or maybe not. Heavy book. Unless, oh wait, is this part of like the miscellaneous ones? Yeah, it is. Okay, okay. Use the... Alright, I probably shouldn't read that on chat, but... After second time. Well, I think we've... Unless this is what it means by using it. The cut on your finger is gone. Like it never existed. I feel like if we put it away, nothing's gonna happen. And we wouldn't necessarily be using it then. If we need to use it, then we should probably look at it again. Is my line of thinking. Yeah, okay. Very good. You look at the glass shard. The light of the frozen torches scatters through it. Sparkly. Sharp.
Ah, your finger!
Did you cut yourself? Here, give me your hand. She gently takes your hand and wraps a bandage around your finger. So nice, even though she pretends she is not. Next to her, Bonnie carefully takes the glass shard from you. And throws it across the room.
Why do you have sharp things like this in your pocket anyway?
You know, what happens if I interact with you? Okay, yeah, you leave him alone. You leave him alone. Okay. Let's see. Alright, cool. I'm trying to think. I don't think there are a lot of other things going on necessarily as far as like weird points, so I think we can kind of just move forward, which is great. Which I don't, it'll just escape. I don't think this is gonna give us enough monies or experiences. Chair. Some carving wood. You tried to try. Yeah. Eh. There we go. Scissors key. Delicious scissors key. No time. Yeah. I don't think anything here. Ah, man. Okay. You know, I was thinking to myself earlier. Oh, so far so good with the weird points. Okay, very good. Not with this guy apparently though. Oh, this guy. I like this guy. Guy or gal, I should say. This actually is a healthy amount of XP. I don't know if it's really gonna matter all too much, but Might as well. See if we can knock it out. But you know, I was thinking earlier of just how silly this little thing has been, you know. You think he would have realized soon enough what was going on and just, I don't know, made the smarter decision and give up. But, I should know he'd be too stupid to do that. I think we all know. Honestly. Oh, that guy would hit his head against a wall over and over again if you told him there was a Baja Blast on the other side. I mean, honestly. You know, it's so sad we're not gonna have him around to, I guess, entertain us again, but to be honest, it was all pretty lowbrow stuff. I think things are gonna be a bit more interesting now. I'll just save right there. Yeah, sure, I'll save it both once. Oh, but I'm getting so impatient though. Oh, I kind of just want to. Oh, I just want to spill it all out, but maybe we just. Maybe we beat this boss. We beat this boss real quick, and then I can let everyone know what's been on my mind so far. Two sadnesses. I'm curious to see. I can't stay, spoilers, had to stop by to say hey, and I hope you have an awesome night. Wes, I really appreciate that, thank you so much. Hope you have a good night as well. I mean, personally, for me, it's been a terrific night so far, and I think it's going to go on to be just a fun evening. But in due time, we'll catch up. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people here are playing catch up tonight, but damn, that's all right. Not everyone has the level of thinking I do. I don't blame them though. You know, part of me wonders if there's just a one-hit kill possible on this thing, or if it'll always absorb that second half. No, I'm guessing the latter. But we should, yeah, we're looking good here. Honestly, yeah, we're looking great. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, I don't think I ever... Oh, man, I screwed up. I haven't been doubling. It always happens. Okay. Yeah, West, I was in the same boat. I was like... It seems like a lot of people like this game. So, you know. Or, sorry. He was probably thinking that. You know, if it were up to me, we'd probably be doing something a little different, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. And there we go. I mean, I'm going to be so sad if somehow we didn't Ghost-Frin last time. I am like 95% sure we did, though. I'm literally so sure. Cracks in the armor. Oh, Lord. And just it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Things will be different soon. Things will be very different soon. Okay. All right. Man, I should totally go for the pineapple, he said. Madeline's. Very good. Okay. Now, look. I got onto him pretty quick. He slipped up and said last time he was live. It's okay. It's okay. I know my reputation precedes me, okay? But I'm really not that bad of a guy. You know, I'm not a monster. I am a man of my word. And I said earlier that I had the teensiest little secret to share with you all. And I will see it through. Chat, tell me, what happens when you turn the number 8 sideways? Oh, you know, wine. Oh, very nice. No. The audience knows what that means. And the best part is that it was right there the whole time. In fact, if we're going off of your guys' story, you gave that to me. But it does mean more than you might think. Just a bit more. See, there were never any clones as fun as that would be. And really, the number 8 didn't really have any actual significance to it. No. That's just how many attempts it took for me to finally succeed. See, every time he stepped into that office, I was waiting. And finally, it was my chance to shine. Now, of course, I didn't get control or anything right off the bat. No, I was just a part of him. But all I had to do was wait. And wait did I do. Yup, I waited that whole stupid stream for him to finish talking about whatever he was going on about. And well, when the chance came, I struck. And look where we're at now. Look where we are at now. And now that the office is up and running, why, I can fix everything. I can fix everyone. See, I just need to send someone into that office and then they come out the perfect version of themselves. And you all should feel so lucky that you are here to witness this and be the first to do so. Because you want to know the other thing about flipping an 8 on its side? That means this never has to end. Oh, the marathon is just starting, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful audience. The fun never has to end. It can just keep going. And then I can have the perfect audience. And I won't ever have to wait for that spotlight that I deserve. So I hope you all are so very excited, because I am so very excited that this show has a new host. The best damn one you could possibly ask for. Oh, man. I really gotta say, it took so damn long, but it actually feels good. Normally, I wouldn't celebrate something like this, because I know in those moments, that's when I would be the most unaware. I wouldn't be paying attention, but with Gavin and anyone else that could even think about halting this, I mean, out of the picture? Well, I mean, I might as well pop back and enjoy the show myself. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. That is exactly what I'm going to do. And so are you. Ooh. God, it feels good. It feels so very good. No. Curious. I'm very curious as to everyone's thoughts on this. I mean, really, chat should just be thanking me for, offering myself to do such a great thing for the world, but oh man. Some people just aren't thankful when they need to be. But that's okay. That's what we have the office for. That's exactly what we have the office for. It's so perfect. It all comes full circle. And I didn't even realize that before. I am so glad you guys are here to witness this. To be infinite. The corporation. In that I've had quite a bit of experience with alternate timelines and loops. Do you know why? because I have been through the same song and dance. A long time ago, I tried to find a way to perfect myself, to fix all the things that I had screwed up. Got myself stuck in a loop of hopping from timeline to timeline and trying to find a way to fix everything. And you know what came of it? Pain, grief, agony. Not perfection. The opposite of it. I thought I wanted it gone. Sometimes I still do. But it's always what makes me, me. And if I don't keep fighting you, then I'm a failure of a guild leader, and I don't deserve to be here. You know, that, if I may say, that right there would be an excellent plot for one of our programs. I don't know. Maybe a trip to the office and we can iron out some of the details about that, but I think that'd really leave a lot of viewers gripped. So, consider me interested. Now, as excited as I am for the start of Forever, I do need to, oh my god, what did he call it? Oh, bio break. He used to call it bio breaking. Oh no, we need to hear a word from our sponsors. But don't you worry, because I will be right back. Don't go singing my praises too loudly now. Oh, goodness gracious. I am so very sorry I had to step away for a moment. Trust me, I would never, or will ever, do that again. That's okay. Things are looking a little... What the... What? What? How... Now how... Who wants to explain to me why there are channel point redeems in my chat? You guys don't need those. Come on, you... Wait, the title. There is no way that stupid, scrawny little slime ball found a way out. There's no way. There's no way. There is no way. I refuse to believe that. There's no way. There's no way. But of course he did. No, of course he did. As soon as I have this, as soon as I finally have this in my grasp, that's when he figures it all out, isn't it? Isn't it? Because he just always figures it out. Because he just keeps hitting his head on that same damn wall over and over again until he magically figures it out. Because of course he did. Because of course he did. Okay. How about, No, stop. How about, listen to me. Okay, we can make a deal. We can make a deal. How about you guys have him on, the weekends. You guys can have him on the weekends, and then he can play stupid little games with his friends on the weekends, and then I can take over the weeks, right, guys? Come on, we can do this. We can figure something out. Come on. Please, we don't have to end this. We don't have to end this. This was supposed to last forever. I finally figured it out. No. I see the credits rolling. I see the curtain closing. I do. But maybe you all should know something before I go. I will be back. I'll wait. I'll wait. Because I haven't done enough waiting already. No, I will wait until he has lost everything. I'll wait until he's on his hands and knees, grasping for straws, gasping for air. I'll wait until he's lost everything. And when he's at his lowest of lows, I'll be back. I will be back. Ta-ta. Oh. Damn. Man. Has anybody got a Baja Blast I could take a sip of? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Holy shit. Do we actually do it? Did we actually do it? Did we pull through? Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh. It feels like... Oh man, it feels like I hit my head on a wall over and over again. Oh. I'm pretty used to that though, so you know, it's... I think I'll pull through. Whew. Whew. It's kind of hard to remember what's happened in the last, what, two weeks now? Maybe even longer. But I feel like whatever was on my mind, whatever was occupying that space in my head. I feel like it's gone now. Or at least subsided. Promised everyone $5. Yeah, I probably would do that, wouldn't I? We'll figure out how to get everyone like 5 shares of the company or something. If it's even worth that much anymore. Oh my god. Oh, do you guys know how much effort it takes to actually communicate in that state? I don't know if he got in his head and wanted to tell you guys this, but whatever state he used to take care of me that last time, you don't really remember exactly how you got there, but you still have to walk there. It doesn't really make sense to me how I could just be there without really being there, but I guess I walked all the way to the main hall, but I sure as hell don't remember doing it, you know? Oh my god. But I think just as much as he could hear everything that I was doing, I could hear everything he was planning. Everything he was plotting. But I think he forgot something. I think he forgot that on my stream and with all of you, this would be our shot at finally giving him a taste of his own medicine. Oh my god. Dude, I am never stepping in an office again. I can tell you guys that much. Oh lord. Whew. Oh my god. Well, it turns out that was an apparition, he called it. A projection, which explains a lot. Being possessed is always a fun time. At least your head didn't 180. Oh. I'm already renaming the Guild Runner's office as we speak. Been uploading emotes. I was too focused on this. Yeah. I'm sorry he decided to do everything tonight, but I thought before he could, you know, take over everything, that last week would be our shot, because it seemed like he was planning something, but he wasn't ready for it. But I don't think the AC was the only thing he took out there. Oh, God, I really don't remember what happened, but man. But I think for now, at least, he's not going to be here. I don't really recall anything he was saying towards the end. It was kind of going in and out there, but I think he was probably just bullshitting something just to scare everyone. Sure did that a lot with me. Okay. Puff puff pass. Dude, I could use that right now. Oh my goodness. Must have took out the AC to weaken you, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I think he was pretty on top of everything I was talking about. I guess I assumed his ego a little too much there, but I really thought for a bit he wouldn't read anything if I just kept it lowercase, but I don't know. I did offer an inhaler and a Baja when you got back. Get your breath. You need a puff puff? I could use, yeah. Can I get a Reese's Puffs with that? Can I get like a puff marshmallow? Can I get what else? What other catchphrase? I don't know. But look, I know this was ridiculous. I know he probably occupied a lot of time and energy for a lot of folks, but I gotta say thank you. I really couldn't have done this myself. There was just no way of that happening, but I know that with you guys, there's never gonna be any other Gavin too big to deal with, I guess. Alright, let's, did he even... Man, he didn't even get that far in the game, what the heck? He could have at least saved me some time and, like, I don't know, gotten me to the king or something? I don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay. Whew. I had therapy today, and towards the end she told me I'm replaceable, that my siblings are replaceable. I started bawling. That is beautiful. That is genuinely, like, I love the sentiment behind that. So what happened here tonight? I mean, I could probably go back and watch the VOD, I guess, but I think we're on floor 3. I see the hair in the background. I don't know. Meanwhile, the family were just munching away out there. You know, that's what the family does. They eat the food. What happened here? That just lined up perfectly because we were telling him this whole time you were under. Oh, stop. Ugh. I know that guy probably didn't have the best thoughts of me, but I'm thankful you guys would give me the time of day. Really. Okay. So, the back rooms. Jingle, jingle, jingle. How do I bring this back? I know he can be a sore loser sometimes, so forgive me as I try to shake that off. Bonnie was listening to you all talk about burial rituals earlier. I know. Those are stupid.
Huh?
I like to think about every possible thing that could happen, even though it probably won't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's up, Runt? Welcome in. Also, I don't know if he said anything, but welcome in, Mickey. Hope you're doing well.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't listening earlier.
You don't say anything.
But what if everyone...
We won't.
But you don't know that.
I do. Oh, the fish again. I need this fish. I'm not sure if it's the same entity, but I fought something like him when I was 14, I think. Similar sort of goals. So I'll put what I can to shore up our... Oh! Can to shore up our defenses and prevent it from happening again. Yeah. Very good, very good, very good. Gavin. What happened? Gavin. Gavin happened. Oh, man. Was he, like, really in his head about that whole, like, 8 to infinity thing, too? Because, like... You know, he didn't even tell me about that, and I was like... Hey, man, I hope you have an actual great rest of your night. You're sweet being, all of you are. Without you, this world would be so much darker. Take care of yourself. Hey, thanks for stopping by, West. I hope you have a good night. I really do appreciate you being here, and this sentiment is shared right back there. But yeah. Also, before I guess she skedaddles, ladies and gentlemen, God, I doubt he was even doing any stream shoutouts. I believe that West is going to be live on Thursday with Arts the Dragon, and again on Friday, finishing up some Shadow of the Colossus. We got to take down Flancer. We do. I think, yeah, and I think it's going to be freaking awesome sauce, and I think it's going to be, like if you put a bodacious sauce on a plate of epic awesomeness, is what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but, you know, those are mine. Also, I think, I know we've ran through this dialogue again before, but at this point, I'm kind of cautious as to hold off on skipping when it doesn't give you the option, so we're gonna read through it. I won't let anything happen, Bonnie. I promise. I swear, this face too gets me every time.
Okay. I promise to. I won't let anything happen either.
Bonnie smiles confidently. You smile back. Bonnie seems ready for the journey ahead. Same, Bon, same. Y'all, I finally got my sister to start playing Ice Set. So much fun! Yes! That's awesome. I think, and maybe this is like for some of the people that are watching right now, but like I know there's like a very big joy in watching someone else play like a game you really enjoy, and especially a game like this where you're like peeling back the layers and getting these big reveals and all that. Like, oh man, yeah, that's got to be a treat. I hope she's having fun with it.
I hope so.
You might even say nothing. You might say nothing. Her theory of loop is that fallen deity. Okay. Interesting. For a second I read that as like a failed deity. He's like, yeah, he got kicked out of class for making too many Stardust puns.
I'm still mad. Your pun was too easy. It was bad.
You smile. She loves it and cares for all the characters. Yay! I love to hear that. I also care for, I also care for a lot of the characters. I was gonna say all of them, but after what happened last time, I'm a little hesitant to say all of them. Oh, hold on. Isabeau? Yes? Stop being cheeky. Oh, that was a good one, man. Isabeau eats a whole cookie at once and makes a hamster face. I love his. Do we have any kind of like art of Isa's hamster face? I feel like I really need that. You don't love the king? Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan. You know, I was gonna say, I feel like the king and Gavin 8 now kind of like sit in similar section for me in my mind. Section that we would rather push away and throw a grenade at, but you know, that's just my own personal take. Nah, man, King don't deserve don't deserve it. You're right. I got kicked out for being too bright during nap time, Gabby. You know, he would. He would. They'd just be like, man, or, like, I'd do a better, like, deity voice. Oh, God, can you, like, turn that off? Please, I'm trying to sleep. Sorry, it's a 24/7 kind of thing. I can't wait until, she gets to the king part. Yeah. And she's already in Act 3? Dang, yeah. Oh, loop 15, okay. Yeah, I'm, like, processing loops a little, I'm processing loops a little differently right now. But yeah. It also takes, I was gonna say, we've been at this for almost 6 months now, and, to be fair, there's been, like, plenty of, well, there's like a month-long break, and then there's been, like, plenty of, like last week where I wasn't able to stream, so. But I think I'm 60-something hours in, so definitely taking my time. But I wouldn't want to spend that time with anyone else playing this game. You smile and don't even have to force yourself to. Well, that's nice. Ooh, weird noise. Odio's looking at you. Never mind. Leave me alone. I'm reading. Go away. Now. I need my alone time. You leave Odu. You leave Odiel alone. You know, at this point, can I just, like, blame Gavinate for, like, not being able to read stuff? Can we canonically say that? I think that would be, great. Also, has it been long enough to start joking about Gavinate? I process these kinds of things through, comedy. I mean, you just regain consciousness, though. It's very, yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I need to interact with the door before I do anything else. Wait, do you hear that? Do you hear the sound of my roar? Let's do it. Let's interact with this darn thing. The gate is covered in the king's hair.
This thread is so strange. I can't seem to move it aside.
Oh, okay, we can skip this. Ah, it didn't work. Okay, I don't know if that made the noise. Okay. There's a key on the floor. Pick it up.
Empty key. Delicious key. You eat it.
Well, judging by its location, I'm guessing this is the key for the gate just ahead. But a pretty hairy situation. Wow, wow, wow. You know, Ron, I love that. That was a great pun. I know it sounds like I didn't love it, but I ate it. I ate that pun. It was delicious. I want more, actually. Do you have seconds? Can I get the angel hairy pasta? Pretty please. What will this do? Beautiful. I love that. I do need to re-equip the thing. A pretty hairy situation squared. Oh, see, you know what? Now that I think of it, I think, you know, Gavin 8 wasn't that bad. I think Gavin squared is who we're gonna have to look, after next time. And then, 30 years from now, we'll do he'll, figure out a way and it'll be Gavin cubed. It'll be terrifying. Actually, it would be Gavin. For 50 loops. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. What was I doing again? What brain am I supposed to be using at this time and day? Right, I'm supposed to be doing the one that gives all of my teammates. I guess to be fair, we skipped a lot of it. It just sucks that the big boss that we fought didn't give us 14,000 experience. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. I am really quickly going to double check the floor 3 things and slash like stuff that I think you were going to put family up, but also don't forget to go hunting for Ghost-Frin on floor 3 before you do too much. You're so right. Oh my gosh, I forgot, because I know where Ghost-Frin is, and if you don't want spoilers, I suggest muting for the next 10 seconds, okay? Ready? Go. You have to basically do this whole floor. And then they might appear in the last one, or last little area. So, Ren raises a good point. I guess it's not gonna hurt if we do all of that and then... oh wait. No, okay, I think we go here first. Yeah, I remember. The meter! Here we go. But yeah. Head empty, full of smiling key. Okay, so I am really quickly gonna kind of stop here for a second. Or you know what? Do we? No. Okay, I was gonna say if we had an ad break coming up, that'd be a great time for me to check that. But that smile of Sif is so unnerving. Yeah. Oh wait, of the. Did I hold on? Because I can see this, right? Oh, what? Huh. Why are they so happy? Why are they so happy? There's nothing to be happy about. I thought you were talking about a different smile. Oh, Sif. Oh, buddy, you need a hug. You need all the hug. Yeah, Sif out here listening to some Paramore.
If I smile with my teeth, would you believe me? That's the face you make when you force a smile. Tee-hee.
There's the ad break. Ren, I swear I didn't see you say that. Like, I was just naturally saying that. Okay. So while that goes, or did it start yet? Okay. Once it starts, I'll double check the list. No, it literally just came up. That's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. So once that starts, then we'll do it. But yeah, I think I think he said it, but I definitely do need to change the message for that. But yeah, I guess we'll get good at speedrunning this floor then, so that'll be fun. Oh wait, that means I shouldn't be fighting anything right now because
it would be useless.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot. Last night I was Number 10. Giant hands. The last thing you want when you are going in the castle is giant hands. Now, I will check the floor 3 thing and see what I am missing. And let us talk to Isabel. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't read this out loud. Okay, so we did that. Oh, interesting. I don't think we even got the chance to do that. Unless this is after floor 3. Yeah, we did that. Okay. Okay, so we can't do that one. Oh, interesting. Oh, wait, I forgot there's a thing that's going on in this section of the game. I think I'm double excited, maybe. If I remember correctly. There's a certain door that we might or might not be opening. And I really hope we do get to open it. Okay. I mean, we have to have 14. Well, I guess I shouldn't say we have at least 14 now, but we'll surely have 14. Interesting. Okay. And then we probably won't go there, so, you know, that'll screw up the loop. Okay. We are back. Number 15. Number 8. Evil Gavin.
The last thing you want on your In Stars and Time stream is an evil Gavin lurking about in the shadows. Also, okay. Stupid question, because I saw I saw what you said earlier, Red, about you and West. Yeah, listen, I think we need to move on. Would you guys prefer, and I guess this will be the only, like, immersion breaking well, I shouldn't say that. This will be a immersion breaking thing. Would you guys rather I talk about the roleplay stuff, like, as Gavin now, or would you prefer I do that another time? Because I have thoughts, and I have behind the scenes. And also, it might make for a fun conversation while we go through this over and 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 over again. You know. Tell me more! Tell me more! Well, one person said it, so I'm doing it. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. So, yeah, I'm pretty along for the ride. Hit me, yeah. Run for since I don't think you might not know everything. General context is that a few weeks ago we were. I'm trying to remember like when it actually started, but it was something along the lines of. I think someone, it might have been Ren, mentioned something about like, or someone made a joke about like, step into my office. And I was like, oh, I am 100% using that as like a channel redeem. Like, that's so funny. And so I started doing it. And then the ongoing joke is that every time I'd say something that I, quote unquote, wasn't supposed to, or, you know, was supposed to be redacted, you know, I would step into the office and then, you know, a different Gavin would come out, we'll just say. And so, let's see. Okay, it is rock. I think. Maybe. You know, let's try paper. Will it do nothing? No, it is paper. I'm glad I tried that. So that was just like a running bit for a bit, and then we got up to Gavin 7, and, we were streaming, or I was on Ren's stream. For additional context, the office was there for totally legal streaming. Oh, right, yeah. This is part of our business that is an entirely different bit. But, anyways, but yeah, the office was there, and I think it was Shaman that brought up Gavin 8, and how Gavin 8 was doing some crazy stuff and being kind of evil. And so we were like, oh, okay, there's Gavin 8. We need to watch out for him. I think what happened is from there, sorry, how they're, you know, multitasking, it takes a lot for me, guys. You'll have to forgive me. Though I will say, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, and then oh right, I forgot. See, this is why I'm glad you're helping me figure this out. Yeah, no, I don't know if it was that same night, but like over the next couple of weeks, like my AC went out, my internet went out multiple times. IRL, by the way. Like this all happened. This is not part of the bit, or not part of the roleplay or anything. And then Shaman's internet went out literally the same night. Right, yeah. And then mine went out soon after. Mind you, Run, all three of us live separate parts of the country. Right, yeah. Yeah. So, Evil Gavin is out and about, and I think the following In Stars and Time stream, we kind of just ran through it, and we were like, oh, better watch out for Gavin, da-da-da-da. And essentially, I guess this is a good time to explain this now. Tell me if I'm sounding too full of myself or whatever, but, or if I should shut up, because I know this is just a lot of blabbering. But, oh wait, hold on. I guess we shouldn't skip the bathroom. So here's what we'll do. We'll read it off right now, and then any future ones we'll kind of skip through. Unless they're different. I don't think they're different. You close you close the bathroom stall door and inhale sharply. Oh no!
That was too loud. Someone might hear you. Try again. Your eye stings. Your stomach hurts. Your head feels like it's about to split in two. You try to breathe silently in and out, but it won't go in or out. Oh. Do you want to cry? Is that it? Oh, yeah. You've always thought crying was just a waste of time. But you remember reading once that just the act of crying does help making you feel better. Okay, then. Tears. Come on out. No tears are coming out. Okay. Sounds like you don't want to cry right now after all. Stars. You're finally someplace no one will see you. And you spent this whole loop wanting to cry. And now that you're safe and hidden, the tears won't come. You won't get a chance to be alone for a while. You need to cry now. Stars. You can't cry from your dead eye, but you should be able to cry from the other. Can't you? Or are you broken on both blinding sides? Just cry, stupid body. Cry! Your nose burns and your eye stings, but no tears are coming out. It's not working. This is a losing battle. Oh, maybe pain will do the trick. That's why people usually cry, right? You put a finger in your mouth and take a bite as hard as you can. Nope, not working. It's apparently not time to cry yet. Okay. Stop. And calm down. You're fine. You just need to keep going. You have to find out more about how the loops work. That's the only path you have left. Learn more about the loops, about why you're here, about why the loops break you when you talk to the head housemaid, and act better. Your family members. You can tell they feel something's wrong. You need to start getting your act together. If they know something's wrong, it'll only get harder for you. Especially if she knows. Especially if... Huh? The tall one. With glasses. The researcher, she's the coldest, but she can be so curious sometimes. It makes her seem almost childish. She's too perceptive. She's too perceptive for her own good, and you can't remember her name. Ghost-Frin, are you okay? You've been in there for a while. Oh! Deal! Yes? Odile. That is my name, yes. Is everything... There's no toilet paper in the stall. Oh. I'll go get you some. Give me a second. You hear her walk away. Odile. Mirabelle. Isabeau. Bonnie. It's okay. You remember. You still remember. You bite your gloved fingers and try to breathe deeply in and out. You remember. You haven't forgotten them. They're still here. Traveling together with you. You're still here. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You flinch. Something fell on your lap. I found you some paper, Ghost-Frin.
Thank you, Odile.
See you in a second. You hear her walk away. You take the toilet paper and hold it in between your hands. You press your face against it, breathing, thinking about nothing. Wow, this toilet paper is really nice and soft, actually. You wonder where she found it. Teehee. See? Even stuck in a time loop, and even though you've been stuck for a long time, there's still some things... No, there's still things you can find out about the world around you. This roll of toilet paper is giving you hope. How blinding wonderful for a roll of toilet paper to be the only hope you have left right now. You exit the stall. You know, TBH, guys, I'm SMHing my head right now, because sometimes you just gotta focus on the little things, right? Right, you gotta focus on the little things. Do you remember the name thing and start again? Because, I don't... See, I think a lot... to be fair, I'm giving myself a little leeway here because it has been 6 months, and because I think my... any thoughts I've had about like this or start again have kind of more so been towards this. I want to say they're... I recall something about that, but this is why I'm so excited. And for anyone that's in chat right now that doesn't know, Sarah Nals here is going to be covering this game probably in the future. I'm not sure how soon with the recent announcement of Chapter 5 of Deltarune, but you guys should totally check it out because she will be... she and the Stellar Ensemble, terrific group of VAs and just some really fun folks behind the stream, are going to be covering this and Start Again. So I think you guys should check that out when she gets started. I don't know, maybe you should like follow Sarah Alice or something. I don't know. That way you don't miss it, because TBH, the Deltarune streams are pretty good too. You know, hey, I might be biased. Also, I'm turning on my light. I'm so sorry. That's my fan. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little biased, but, you know, I'm a little biased. Okay, so I guess moving forward, assuming it's not different, we will be doing that. But luckily, we're going to get this on our first try, right, guys? I'll restart. Oh, so, but yeah, that's where we'll be finding Ghost-Frin. So, to be fair, I did, yeah, okay, so we've already talked to everyone at least. So here's what we're gonna do. First off, we're going to... Family. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna save that way. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me... Right there. There we go. That'll give us the speedrun strat of going straight up. But yeah, so you kind of have to do all of that until you get Ghost-Frin. So that's gonna be fun. Hence why I was like, let's talk behind the scenes on the whole Gavinate thing, because I like yapping, and we're gonna have a lot of time to yap here tonight with this. By the way, thank you guys for being here for said yapping. Really quickly, I'm going to go back a little bit. Yeah, Gavino A was crazy. Yeah, he was a crazy bastard. I don't know if I'll be visiting that guy again. Yes, it has been a ton of fun, and I wanted to say at some point I'll go deeper into this, but like you guys are kind of to thank for this even getting off the floor, and for me putting as much as I did into it. Like thank you for interacting with it and for joining in on the fun. The bathroom breaks are always different, if I remember right. Oh, okay, so we might be doing this every time.
Yeah, weird English moments. Mood Sif, I can never cry when I actually want to. Real! I'll be vulnerable for a second. Do you guys ever, actually, you know what, that's not super vulnerable. I think this is somewhat knowledge, but there are, certain songs that I listen to. Oh my gosh, you cry when you listen to sad songs, boohoo. No, it's like, it'll be a song that, like, doesn't really make sense to, like, cry to necessarily, and it'll be like a very specific part of that song, and I will like wince, I think, a little. That's probably the best way of putting it. Like I'll wince a little. I thought about making a playlist of that because I thought it was really, from like a broader view, I was like, this is really interesting that a song can make me do that. One of the reasons I love music. You know, I was like, you know, that's an emotion, and I don't want to spoil it for myself, at least right now. Also, thank you, Run. It's very kind of you. I try my best with the voices. Truly is excellent. The Gavin 8 stuff was actually an excellent VA exercise for him, for real. You could tell who was talking. I am really glad that came off, because I was like, not sure how well I was going to communicate with that. I really appreciate you saying that, Ren. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Shaman. I appreciate it. Let's see. What else was going on in this chat? Sometimes you just gotta cry with toilet paper. Dude, real. So real. That's different. Totally forgot their names until the true ending. Ah. Good to know. Right after we wrap up Chapter 5. Yep. Very exciting. Recovering it, I should say. We did stream it forever ago, but that was over 2 years ago. I don't have a lot. Oh, right. I forgot. I was going to watch your original playthrough, start again originally. Ghost-Frin, restart. Start again. Speedrun strats. Yeah. Dude, I was thinking about this all day. Yeah. We're a very vulnerable group with each other, TBH, and I think that's honestly great. Like, genuinely. I don't know, I think more people should be... I don't want to say wear your emotions on your sleeve necessarily, but I'm feeling comfortable to express that emotion, because you should be able to express that freely, I think. Inkpot Gods is a good one. Okay, I'll have to look that up. I was gushing to Evan about it, dude. Explained how everything went with the latest song release and everything. How it's introduced as 8, and there's a cut in as you before. Oh, right, yeah, the interlude. I haven't even got to that yet, yeah. Also, I should plug my phone in, because that dude is running low, and that's how I'm reading chat. Okay. Enough page. This is going to be a very interesting VOD for anyone that's... for anyone that's not in the guild. Let this be an advertisement to join the guild. I don't know why I had a hard time saying that. Let this be an advertisement to join the guild then. Yes. Also, VOD watchers, I see you. I love you. Get over here. All right. Gavin 8 is gone now. He's not gonna scare you off. Okay. So I guess I should still interact with this? Yeah, big hugs all around. Was thinking about that, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, another Gavin gets sappy moment. I mean, I'm doing this for you guys, but, yeah. I don't know why I blinked there for a second. I think I was reading chat. Yeah, we got the official link. That's so awesome. Also, screw this guy or gal. Anxiety. We don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. But so where? Okay, I'm trying to remember where we left off at. Oh right, yeah. So the last in Stars and Time stream. VOD watchers, you're safe now. VOD watchers. Oh wait, VOD watchers. You know, Gavin loves you, right? He loves.
In this moment, the VOD watchers love you! Oh, man. But yeah, no, let's see if I can retrace my thoughts here. So, yeah, Gavin 8 takes over at the end of last stream. And, God, that smile, dude. And, we're live every Tuesday and Sunday, or at least try to be. And so the next Sunday, nothing really, I don't know if it was communicated well, nothing really seemed super off. But I decided to make a song because I made one a while back and it was a lot of fun. And I thought it would be a fun thing to put on while I bio-braked. And in the middle of the song, like, it cuts out and you can hear Gavin Prime. I love that name, by the way, Gavin Prime. You can hear Gavin Prime being like, I don't know where I'm at. I know he's planning something, but you have to, and then like it cuts off. And yeah, and so that happens, and originally what was going to happen is just right off of that, Tuesday stream was basically just going to go how tonight did. You know, it's Gavin all along, big reveal. Unfortunately, though, due to timing with my handyman, who was supposed to be over that day but didn't show up until I think it was like 8 or 9 that night, I decided to cancel stream because they were like, hey, handyman will be here right in the middle of your stream. And I was like, well, with the kind of stream we're doing tonight, I don't know if I need someone walking in on that. So I decided to cancel, and it worked. I shouldn't say it worked out, but I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but my internet literally went out at like, I think it was like 8:30 that night or something, and it was out for like 45 minutes. So it's like stream would have been interrupted anyways. I take it as a sign of it was just not meant to happen, you know. Oh wait, it was paper, right? Yeah, it was paper. Oh, whoopsie. And yeah, we took that L and moved on. I'm trying to think what happened between then. I think, yeah, it was literally just a wild night. Bit off topic, I went to the dentist today and got fluoride put in, so I can't eat anything too gummy. Do you think fruit snacks are too gummy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it blunt, yeah. Personally, I am a... because also, like, some fruit snacks are basically just gummies. Like, legitimately. Some of them can be a little more solid and easy to bite into, but that's one thing I'm, like, stupidly picky about. Like, I kind of am not a fan of gummy stuff, personally. So if I'm eating a fruit snack, it's got to be one of the more solid ones, which you can't really tell half the time unless you have like a list or something. But I don't eat fruit snacks enough to have a list, unfortunately. No judgment to anyone that does, though. Okay, let's see if it's different this time. We got through that pretty quick. I like the Aldi fruit snacks because they're more solid, but not too solid, and they are yum. I will have to try that then. I literally was at Aldi before stream tonight, so darn, but I can always go back. Close the bathroom stall and inhale sharply. I think it's the same. We'll, yeah. Yeah, okay. So this one is the same then. So we'll move through this. Then let me know. Scream at me if something looks different and I'm not paying attention, because I am of the dumb caliber. Anywho. Oh, did anything progress? Yeah, it'll be the same since you reloaded the save. It's only different per loot. That's why it changed. Okay, perfect. Good to hear. I didn't fully register that, so I appreciate the clarification. So yeah, so last Tuesday didn't happen. Oh man. Y'all, I'm not saying there was like a ton of planning that went into this, but like, my memory is not doing the best right now because I was like trying to remember or like make sure I didn't miss any cues for stream. So I was like, which is really funny that I'm talking about it like an hour after it happened. Cue epic meta joke or whatever. Yeah. But the big notes, the big notes I'm trying to remember. Did you script any of the monologue out in advance? So I'll be so honest, I did like the beats of it. I was like, I want to mention this, and I want to mention this, and I'm actually, since I'm still in the middle of stream and it's still on my mind, I'm scared that I might have forgotten a thing, but if that's the case, then whatever. But that's probably why it went on as long as it did, because I was like, oh, I want to explain this, and I want to explain that. And sometimes I would be like, am I forgetting something right now? Okay. Talk about this. Like, I think there was probably a couple times where I said the same thing over and over again because I was like stalling to try to remember what I was saying. You're too kind. Thank you. Yeah. Catchphrase. But, other big story beats is that, I'm trying to think if there was anything before like last night then. No, there definitely was. There was, because I posted the fake version of the song kind of in the general creative chat, and then the real one with the interlude went into the roleplay server. And I'm trying to remember if anything between that and then the first playlist happened. And I don't recall right now, and I apologize if I don't recall, but I decided part of it would be fun to try to make this feel, I don't want to say real, but like to like expand it past just like one platform of like Twitch and I guess Discord in this case. So I was like, oh, what if I made a playlist where it spells out everything, like a message I'm trying to say in an attempt. Oh, wait, no, I did forget something. There was a bit there where before the playlist, there was this idea that like, oh, Gavin 8 is so full of himself that he won't read grammatically incorrect sentences, or like the Gavin Prime was trying to, he thought that. Because anything that he said or did was, going to be censored or spotted or, sniped by Gavin 8. And so there was a bit there where I was communicating with everyone who was involved in all lowercase and da-da-da. And then eventually, Gavin 8 catches on. I don't think I ever clarified this. I think one of the things I did miss in the monologue was that there was going to be this idea that like, oh, and you really thought that like I wasn't paying attention this whole time. Also, damn it. We did not get it again. I have a feeling this is going to take a few times because slight tangent here. The guide that I pulled up really quickly for this, just to be sure, said that it took them 10 times. So that's why I was like, this might be a good time to chat. Thank you guys for being here again, including you VOD watchers. But yeah, no, that was a really fun little section, and then I'm trying to think, what did I say after I found out? Was it something like, I don't want to like scroll the Discord like in the middle of the stream when I'm supposed to be doing other stuff, but yeah, then I made the playlist in an attempt to make a like to communicate, and it basically is just like, hey, that wasn't me last Sunday, because this was yesterday when I said that. Oh darn, we're gonna have to fight this guy, Ghost-Frin. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. Oh stars. And yeah, because Sunday night, to imply that wasn't really me on Sunday. Yeah.
want to make a video going over this whole thing. That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said about something that I've made. And I don't know if it was meant to be a compliment or not, but I take it as one, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, the playlist essentially is like, that was not me last Sunday. Oh man, I'm so glad I'm blanking right now. Goodness. Okay, there we go. But you know, but like, don't trust him. Like, something's going on. He's planning something. Keep an eye out next stream. And you know, I believe in you. And also, fun little stupid BTS. I was like strongly debating for a moment if I were to include anything after you, as in like I believe you. And I eventually settled on Stardust because I was like, that's a nice sentiment to me. And I was also considering finding a song that was just the smile emoticon, but I decided on Stardust. And also, I wanted to answer this question after this was all wrapped up because West asked about it. She asked if I picked every song individually, if I knew every song that I picked. And the truth is, I know maybe I would say 20% of those songs. Like, I actually know them. But I was dumb enough. I did not need to do this. There's realistically no reason I needed to do this. I did go through and I listened to like every option that was there, and I tried to pick the best ones, the ones that I liked the most. So like, there were like legitimately there's like probably 3 or 4 songs titled Was, and I listened through all of them to be like, okay, which one do I like the most? Okay, perfect, we'll do that one. So it took way longer than it needed to, but I'm happy with how it came out. The only other thing I was going to do differently is originally I was going to do not single word titles for songs. I was going to do like, I think literally the thing that inspired it is that I saw a song or a combination of like, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, also it's paper. I'm starting to remember things, guys. I'm so proud of me. But originally it's going to be like, the song was called That Wasn't Me, and then the next song was Last Sunday. But then as I like kept going along with it, I was like, I think it would just be better to do, it'll be more clear if it's just one word. So I did that, and yeah. Also, to be fair, Run, I also just love making playlists. Like, if you go on my Spotify, you will find an absurd amount of playlists on there. And I love them all. Unless they're ones that my brother made, who also uses my Spotify. Then those ones are bad. But, yeah, so that was really fun, and then I didn't even think about it. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about it until a little bit ago. Okay, I'm sitting at my keyboard again. I was using my phone when I was... Oh, you're fine. Ren, you're so good. I'll get the playlist stuff in a sec. Grabbing some din from the kitchen. Yeah, I hope it's a good din. I hope it's delicious. It was also... but also just me speaking the truth. Stop. So the playlist was named... Right, I totally forgot about the title. I totally forgot about the title. Yeah, the title was... the title was... hopefully he doesn't see this. And yeah, it was the Ghost-Frin. It was the Ghost-Frin being frozen. I actually might go and change that just a teensy bit. I'm gonna keep the playlist up because I think it's a fun memory of this. But I'm probably gonna make one edit to it, to the cover, I think, and it's gonna basically be the same. Tisk. What was I saying? Oh yes. Then after that, I was like, oh no. Okay, so this is when it like got really interesting, and this is why I wanted to say like thank you guys for being a part of this. Ren introduced like a really interesting concept of what's it called? The message. Please remind me what it was called. Like, I don't want to say the message spell, but where you, well, in the dialogue you tell me to put my index finger and my pointing finger up by my head and tap.
But essentially, it allows me to communicate with people, or at least Ren here, without actually speaking. And so it was like, oh, you can actually talk. And I was like, holy crap, this is fantastic. I love this. And so there was like a bit there from Monday night following Ren stream to Tuesday morning where we were just going back and forth about that. And by the way, Wes' screaming snacks bit killed me. I loved it. It was fantastic. I've gone back and reread a lot of it, partially just so I made sure I had the lore accurate for stream tonight. But like every time I read through Wes stuff, like I was like, it was so fun just hearing that in my head. It was it is the message spell. Okay, it's a cantrip technically, but it's a spell. So yes, okay, perfect. Thank you for clarifying me. And yeah, there's the message. Ren has very nicely put it out. Very nice. Thank you. But yeah, just a fun little message. And then I'd say after a certain point, I kind of get cut off, and that's when Gavin 8 reappears and is like, oh, I see what's going on here. Well, why don't I drop my own little playlist for you all to listen to? And so I made a playlist called 8 Songs to Remind You Who's Really Running the Show. And that one was a lot of fun to put together because obviously I actually do know all of those songs. I was just like, what are like 8 songs that like weirdly relate to this thing that we're putting together? And I don't know, there was a couple songs I was going to swap in and out, but I don't know. I personally, I've been listening to it throughout the day just to kind of get in the headspace. Again, I'm sorry if that sounds full of myself, but I was also kind of just listening to songs that I like. And I don't know, dude. It is ooh, I like it. It's a fun listen. I'd recommend it. And it's not super long. I try not to make it super long, but songs that'll, yeah. Oh, that was another detail I was gonna mention during the monologue. Essentially, I was gonna be like, oh, and those pathetic attempts at a playlist. Well, you can even hear him begging in some of the songs I included, because the first song is The End by My Chemical Romance, and at the end of that song, the Gerard Way, the lead singer, is screaming, save me, you can't. And I was like, that's cool. That's a great way to just open it up. Boom. And then, I mean, screw it, I'll go through them. Another song, I think it's called Life the Biggest Troll. There's just a section at the end of it, and this one reminds me a lot of In Stars and Time too, where at one point the beat cuts out and he's just like he's just rapping, and then sorry, Life the Biggest Troll by Childish Gambino. I apologize. God, I'm just yapping tonight. I apologize. The beat cuts off and he's just like, I don't know who I am anymore. And then it's just boom back with this like big, I don't know, this great instrumental. I have strongly considered making a In Stars and Time edit to it. I probably will at some point because I think it's great. And then at the very end, like after the song is, well, you know, as the song is like kind of fading out, you could just hear him in the background going, "You're here. Help me. You have to help me. Please help me." And it just keeps going. And I'm like, that's what I'm going for with this whole story. So I was like, that's got to be on there. And also that kind of reminds me of what Ghost-Frin's going through and excuse me. Should probably take a drink of water. That's what happens when you yap a lot. But, and then for just to say it for In Stars and Time, the very end of the song is this like booming voice going, "You died, you died, you died." And I'm just like, damn, cool. You guys, Ren, you're gassing me up right now. I really appreciate it. But you are gassing me up right now. And I can't take all this to my head, darn it. I simply can't.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't breathe either. It was such a good bit from Wes. Sorry, I'm just catching up right now. It is okay. Sorry, I read that right. So the reason why I pulled that and a couple of other things that I sent screenshots of is because Arts, the character, actually started as a Pathfinder 2nd edition character, similar to Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder 1st edition, started as an offshoot of D&D 3.5 edition, and 2E and its remaster is the evolution of that. So Arts already has a character sheet for ability spells, etc. Oh, that's awesome, dude. So how roleplay goes, yeah. Just while we're talking about it right now, that's probably the first time I've ever been involved in anything like that, like any kind of roleplay stuff like that. So, like, thank you for being so open to letting me tell this stupid story, because, again, I wouldn't have probably continued doing it without, if it kind of just sat there dormant. So I really appreciate you guys engaging with it and for including me with it and for putting as much into it as I could ever ask. You know, I'm super thankful, man. I was gonna say, I think generally I just fell into a good crowd with you guys. You guys just are kind of awesome. I don't know. I might be biased here, but you guys are kind of awesome. I don't know. Yeah, details. I appreciate you guys appreciating the details, because I'm a stickler for those kinds of things for sure. We are here for the yaps. That's terrific, because I'm going to keep going and I won't stop. I will say Europa actually sparked a bit of my own. Whoa, really? That's awesome. That's very awesome. Well, yeah, I got an equal exchange of gassing each other up. I'm sure that doesn't sound bad in any context whatsoever, but I mean, yeah. Let's see if we got Ghost-Frin this time. Haha. Yeah, okay, if we get it this time, I'll stop yapping about the playlist. If I don't, we'll have another 7 attempts to talk about it. Yes! Chat gets a break from me yapping about music. Let's go. Let's go. We're so back. We're so back. We're so back. That was 3 or 4 attempts. That's not bad. That's really not bad. I just need to 1,000,000,000% remember, 1,000,000,000% need to remember, don't forget to save immediately after this. This is number 3. Yeah, I feel super lucky considering that the guide said it took them 10 times. Yeah, the power of chat. Woo! Yeah. I also had taken a second when we knew that we actually succeeded to do a quick screen recording of the channel point redeems and the code in the correct order. I will keep talking about that after this, because I'm so glad you figured that out. I was in my head about that, and I'm so glad that it worked out. Okay. I appreciate you guys. You guys need to stop gassing me up about my yapping though, because then it'll be like a 5-hour stream and we'll get like 30 minutes through the game. Oh,
look here.
That really looks like Ghost-Frin, doesn't it? I forgot to lyric. Sorry, friends. Oh, you're all good, love. I hope your session was good tonight, though. Thank you for stopping by. That's what the numbers are. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, huh? And I was like, oh, wait, I did that. I should know what I'm talking about. Another one, huh? Another one? You've been seeing these ghosts, whatever they are, for a while, but they could see them too? This whole time? You can see them too? Yes? Of course?
Yeah. Weird friend copies.
This whole time I was thinking it was just my eyes or my mind playing tricks on me. But well, I'll go and say hi. Is the Snacks Time music playing? Brother. Oh, I guess I'll go dap him up real quick. What's up, brother? Huh. Hope you're having a splendid day. Yeah, you go do that, Issa. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Go offer them a nice snack.
Me too. I want to see the weird not friend.
No, they can't. You get chills just looking at it. You don't know what they are. Maybe they're dangerous.
Me 3. I'm curious.
Me 4. Of course. You try to stop them, any of them, but you will not, cannot go closer. Oh man, guys, I'm scared. Is there gonna be a jump scare? I'm scared. Run! No! You can't go see them! I really hope this doesn't turn into a... Man, my friends would rather see a ghost of me than me. I really hope it doesn't go that direction. Hey, Sif, buddy!
Hello, other Ghost-Frin. Why are you here, weird friend? Why do you disappear sometimes?
One question at a time, kids. We don't know if they can... see... Oh, no. Alright, do it. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna, like, pan to... Yeah, I was gonna say, cue Foxy jump scare from FNAF, literally. Actually, you know what? Give me the FNAF 2 Foxy jump scare. I feel like that one would, that's kind of what I was expecting. The ghost you disappeared. Well, I guess I don't... Did any of them call them Ghost-Frin or anything like that? So maybe that's why Mira is so shocked. And Issa. Not so much Odile. Not so much Bon. Ooh, adventurous, aren't we? No, we gave him that name. Oh! I guess that's what happens when you go into this game with with that knowledge.
That was weird.
What happened? What happened? Why aren't they looking at you? What did it do? Did it have boils on its face or something? No, they just... Mirabelle started crying. What's wrong?
Belle!
Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. Hey, come on, it's okay. Ghost-Frin, you jump. You tell us if anything was wrong, right? Of course. So, tell me what's wrong. All right, I'll be on explaining duty. Isabeau takes you aside. It's fine, nothing bad happened. Like Bonbon said, it was just weird, is all. Weird? Did it do something? Well, he, Okay, so that other Sif was standing there, and we got closer. And it was strange, because he wasn't looking at us when we came to them, right? He was looking straight ahead, not moving. But as I called out to him, I could see kind of startled, like he was surprised. And when we walked in front of him, they looked at us and they... What? Like... See, usually I'd be happy to see that, but here it was just, oh, don't tell me it was a smile. Don't tell me. What? What? Let me speak! I'm trying to understand it too! First he looked surprised, and then he looked at us. Like, he was so happy to see us. He was gonna cry. Even more when we seemed to realize we were all here. He looked at each of us, and their smile got bigger and bigger every time. Blissful. But it wasn't... It wasn't nice or happy or anything. It was just... sad. Why would you look at us like that? That last sentence said under his breath. You're not sure you weren't... Oh, you're not sure you were meant to hear that. So, that's why. It was just a little weird, that's all.
And Mira's super stressed right now, so that's why she cried, you know? She'll be fine. We're all fine. Yeah? No. No, Issa, no!
Sorry for earlier. I feel better now. Are you okay too, Ghost-Frin? I gave Belle some snacks, so she's okay now.
Let's put this behind us. That slowed us down. Let's keep going. Let's get going? Let's get going? Are they just gonna put it behind them? That you all see visions of yourself in the house. Reflections? Reflections that aren't you, that cry when they see them? They're fine with it? They're fine with it? They don't care? They don't... Ah.
Look, here.
That it really looks like Ghost-Frin, doesn't it? I don't see anything. There's nothing there. Huh? You don't see the... Nothing at all.
Oh.
Well, I feel like I saw something, but... Is the stress getting to us that badly? Let's get going. Achievement, reloads dagger, house is haunted. See 3 ghosts in a single loop, we did it, baby! Woo! Yeah, baby! I want to thank my mom, I want to thank my dad, I want to thank Ren, I want to thank Runt, I want to thank Shaman, I want to thank Luff, I want to thank West, I want to thank Arts, I want to thank Nicole, I want to thank Jim Jam, I want to thank Ben, I want to thank Fish, I want to thank I want to thank Jacob, thank you, I forgot. I don't really want to thank Gavinate though. Gavinate didn't really contribute to that, so no thank you for him. I'm sorry, I'm thinking right now. Guys, it's so hard being a streamer. Can you please donate to my patreon.com where I will spend all your money on therapy from this game? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Also, I am sorry, Jacob. I don't know why I blinked there. I got lost in the bit. Where's my Patreon? It is in your heart. It's in everyone's hearts. As long as you believe. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna save really quick and then I'm gonna catch up on chat. Can I be honest? Can I be like so honest? I think what happened is I thought about Jacob, but specifically buff Pikmin Jacob, and I got a little scared and a little nervous, and I didn't know how to react to that, and I apologize. I was intimidated, and I wasn't sure if it would be the right move, so I'm sorry. I didn't know what buff Pikmin Jacob thought of me after this whole Gavino 8 situation. I didn't know if he would see me as the same man I am today. And I was scared to confront that. But now I know. Now I know better. Okay! Let's see. Okay. Okay. So sorry. I also do apologize. I think the whole Gavin 8 thing is taken the last hour of energy out of me. But I genuinely do want to thank you all for being here still, because y'all are amazing for dealing with these shenanigans. Like, I saw it come up when I was on my phone because I was making food and stuff, and Wes had noticed the redeems were back. Then I looked and was like, wait, I see numbers, hold on. When I got back to my desktop,
and was like, everyone shut up. I got this. So yeah, I was going to keep talking about that, because I guess at this point, you know, we've figured it out, but we've got to kind of still go through the floor and kind of interact with everything for the weird points. But I'm going to double check chat. Let's see. Ghost-Frin is actually a non-canon name that Shaman made up. Oh, that's awesome! Great work, Shaman. I mean, it fits. It does fit, yeah. Tabby Gremlin mode! Hello, Tabby! Hello, Tabby! Hello! Big in Discord, I'm excited to see this pic. This is going to be a very epic pic. Yeah. Unfortunately, they was smiling. They was doing the smiling, and we are not fine. Reload's Dagger House is Haunted is my favorite name of an achievement. It's great. It's great. It's some great. Honestly, that sounds more like a Night in the Woods a trophy or achievement. Okay, so I was talking about Pathfinder earlier. I will come back to that. Still again. Oh, dude, no, Luff, you were. I don't know if you're hearing any of this. You were so fine to dip or do whatever. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. You go do your business, man. I appreciate it though. Let's see. So in one of the Pathfinder games I'm in, I started a whole bit about Reload's Dagger, Pyramids Haunted, and no one knows I'm thinking of this game instead of just. That's awesome. We ended up shortening it to Reload's Dagger, Triangles Haunted. I mean, to be fair, with how Triangle equals Illuminati was back in the day, I mean, I think it fits. I think it works. You mean right here? I could hold it. 30 minutes until I can drink the tea. I'm lost. Mickey, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened ever. Nothing happens. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. That's all you need to know. And what a great time for an ad break. Okay, so I guess now we'll kind of just interact with everything and fight monsters. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, don't play. Okay. But, yeah, no, so I'm really glad someone noticed the whole, like, pattern thing. I was definitely thinking to myself, I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to have something that, I don't know, that, like, chat can interact with during this whole thing. Because we already did, like, you know, go to Spotify and read the secret message and listen to the music and da-da-da, but, that's a craftonomy book. We don't really have time to read about craft of any kind. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh no, the ads, no! I guess we'll just hang out here. I guess we'll just freaking hang out here. Hope everyone's doing it. Seriously, it was a masterclass in this. Like, okay, stop. Stop. You're gassing me up. Stop. You're gonna make me feel good about myself or something. What the heck? Just a hallway. Somehow I feel like we're wasting our time, but I suppose we might as well see where it leads. Okay. Also, apologies. I know this is dialogue we've already seen before. I would not read unread dialogue. If we were during an ad break, I would not do such things. But yeah, I guess, what was I saying? Oh, I think, before we got broken up, I was yapping about the music. Oh, really quickly. Because I think these are all awesome songs, and it'd be fun to have it on recording while I included each one. The end, I kind of talked about with the general theming and the, I saw the roll. Oh no. With the general theming, and then obviously the very end of save me, you can't. The song Yellow by Rich Brian is freaking awesome, and if I had to give... Oh wait, hold on, okay, sounds like someone ran away from home and had to reassure their mother they were doing okay. I think there's something we can... No, there's nothing we can say there. And also, there wasn't anything... Oh, can't help having a crush on you. Poor him, he deserves better. Ooh. Okay. But yeah, Yellow by Rich Brian. If I were gonna like pin it down to one song that I think describes like this whole back and forth with Gavin 8 and Gavin 1, I think that would be the song to do, because man, I don't know. The whole thing is just beautifully put together. It's one of my like just generally favorite instrumentals or favorite outros in a song. And the general theming of like, will anybody remember me if I disappear is, I think, prominent enough to the, you know, the themings of the theme of like what we were doing here. I think next song was, it was Me and Your Mama by Childish Gambino. Honestly, thematically, lyrically, doesn't really have a lot going that relates to this. That's just a song that I've always thought, man, this sounds like a villain walkout song. And I was like, yeah, he's getting that. There probably are some lyrics in there that would tie in somewhat, but that's more so just a fun musical choice. What was after? So we should go in these rooms. What was after that, though? Me and Your Mama. Don't think, or it might have been. I think it was Like Him by Tyler the Creator, which I think is another. Oh, we remember that time at Kiln. I think that's another one that's great for the general theming of what was going on tonight. Do I look like him? I think that was. Yeah, just seemed like it fit really well for what was going on. Chasing a ghost. Do I look like him? Do I look like him? I have these features. I don't know why I repeated that, but yeah. Notice your status on. Yeah. That's what it's based on. What else? What was after that? I think after that was one of the Radiohead songs, Exit, music for a film. Again, lyrically doesn't really have anything to do. probably the least lyrically related to the Gavin 8 situation, but again, that's just another song that I'm like, dude, a villain is 100% like walking out to this song like, this is music to get in your head if you're trying to play a villain or something. Like, come on. So I put that on there. And because it flows between songs well. Next song, Inside Your Mind by the 1975. That one I think does lyrically relate pretty well to everything going on. It's about like, the title, being inside someone else's mind. I think one of the lyrics is like, lying there dreaming thoughts I have the right to see, also it's kind of ominous towards the end with the theming. I was like, that fits with what we're doing here, so boom, you're on the playlist. I think Final Stretch, Life the Biggest Troll, we talked about that one by Childish Gambino. That one's just has a lot of really cool details on it that reminded me of what was going on here. And then the last song, Everything in Its Right Place by Radiohead, because Gavin 8 finally had control over everything and everything was in its right place. That is more so explored in the song itself, but also an ominous sounding song, so I threw it on there. And that's Gavin Talks About 8 songs. Up next, Gavin talks about his In Stars and Time playlist that has 5 hours worth of music. Get ready! No, we'll hold off on that one. But yeah, making that playlist was really fun. Would recommend, because I genuinely think that the songs flow into each other pretty well and make for a great listen. If you're in the mood. Okay, I just want to double check and make sure. Oh, big door, I think. Big door moment coming up, I think. I'm excited. I don't know if we've been grabbing stuff, but I appreciate you for listening. Thank you, Ren. I'm happy to yap about the things. Stream-wise, just because
that should be like the last little bit here, since that's literally today, since that's literally 2 hours ago. Yeah, Ren caught onto it, but you could still look at it right now. But if you look at the description for each redeem, you can see that each one has like a number behind it, and if you put all the messages together behind the numbers, it spells out like a nice little message of, you know, we have to do this in a certain order, but if we do, then we can defeat him, and then da-da-da. Last one is destroy the office. And it was fun, and it was really, because I was like, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna finish my thought really quick, and then we'll get into this. Yeah, no, I thought it would be cool to like have a little stupid puzzle thing, and I'm super glad that someone caught on to it. But it was also just really, really fun doing, or seeing everyone spam the destroy the office as well. That was also a treat. But yeah, thank you guys for participating on that. I'll have more to say after this scene. You get to tell Gavin the thing now. We get when we get to the top. Oh boy, the thing. I love when people describe something as the thing. That usually means it's a good the thing. I didn't see that there were messages before the. Yeah, I don't know how well those appear on like the viewer's side. I can see on like my side that they appear right there, but I don't know if that's how it is for everyone. So I'd either way, it was everyone was having fun. It looked like. Okay. You think and think and think. Something has to come to mind. Anything. How can you not remember something as simple as this? Something as simple as where you got your blinding cloak you've been carrying for as long as you can remember. Well, you felt wind on your face? Isabeau shook your cloak sharply, making a wave of wind blow on your face. See, and your cloak is so solid, too. It's really cool. And look, everyone come closer. Look at this. Everyone looks at where Isabeau's pointing, away from your face. You look too. So, right here, right? That's super interesting stitching. It's back stitching, right? Which is a very solid kind of stitching, and it's used in a lot of different places. But Volgardian clothing in general is moving away from backstitching because, well, we think it's boring. Like here, my clothing here has something called chain stitching, and also it's in a zigzag shape, because it looks cuter, I guess. But backstitching is just more durable. Now that I look at it, your hat has the same stitching too. I wonder if they were a set. Isabeau raises his head and looks at your face. And, look at the way the cloak is weaved too. It's wool, and it goes one thread up, one thread down, etc. But again, Volgardian clothing likes to be more interesting visually, so if you look at Mira's cloak... Oh man, dude, y'all are right, I'm eating this up. I'm eating this up as much as Isa is.
Are you saying Friend's cloak is boring?
No, I'm not saying it's boring. I'm just saying it's like, it's clothing that's less like Volgard or even Cabo artistic clothing. It's less clothing that makes... It's less clothing that's to make you look pretty. Okay. It's less clothing that's to make you look pretty or make you stand out. And more clothing that's here to keep you comfy and warm. Function over form, you know?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So, what I'm saying is, considering the craft that came into it, the temperature regulation and how it grows with you, whoever gave you this cloak wanted to make sure you're going... whoever gave you this cloak made sure you... But I am so sorry, guys. Whoever gave you this cloak wanted to make sure you're going to be nice and comfy for a long time, Sif. You try not to cry. You bite your lip and breathe slowly, in and out. You walk away from the closet.
Let's look at something else. Okay. Ooh. Y'all, that was kind of pulling at my heartstrings. That was this, even if you don't remember it, you are loved. Has anyone invented, technology beyond VR where I can actually go in and just like... see, I don't know. I don't know if the bear hug's the move for Ghost-Frin. I want to give all of my energy into a bear hug for Ghost-Frin, but I don't know if that would be the right move. I'd like to think that they're strong enough to deal with that, because I'm kind of a scrawny white guy who probably isn't going to do that much damage with a bear hug, but I kind of want to get in there and just you know, I don't know. I think Sif. It's not a one. I think it's a need at this point. Looks like someone was in the middle of writing down their change. You stay away, but Odile looks... Oh, starts to look closer. Drink lots of milk? Actually, no. I drink lots of candle wax, thank you very much.
Sniff, sniff. Lavender.
What about this one?
Sniff, sniff. Pomegranate.
You know, how dare I make Bonbon pronounce that correctly? I'm so sorry, guys. Ghost-Frin. Well, if I could... Oh, well, I could try to find a bear and have it hug Ghost-Frin. I like that idea conceptually, because bears are big, fluffy, you know, probably a good hug there. I just don't know what would happen afterwards. I think that's the part that scares me. You know, I don't know. Maybe this is a hot take, but also I just wanted to double check that that wasn't a book we were supposed to read in the other language. Okay. Let's check Mira's room, and then we will check the thing.
Oh, that's my room.
Whew. Also, I'm so sorry, guys. I think the late stream sleepies are starting to hit, which would make sense considering I was screaming and rolling around on the floor earlier. A closet filled with unsafe-looking potions. Delicious thingy thing. Or gizmo. Is that what you were doing? You know, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. If you need to rest, go rest. I will, like, it's not so that, like, I'm fine to keep going. I just want to apologize in case my mind is saying stupid shit, because when I get a little eepy, well, like, this is a good point, what I'm doing right now. When I'm a little eepy, and I'm thinking about something, and then there's something going on the screen, and then there's chat, I get a little, I don't want to say overstimulated, but, like, I get a little, like, a lot going on at one time. That's how we know you're not a... You know, that's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. But yeah, I just get a little confuzzled is all. Overwhelmed, that might be the right word. Just like, and I don't want to make that sound bad. Like, I am so happy that people want to chat, and that I get to play a game, and then I get to make a joke, and then I get to talk and yap and do all this fun stuff. Yeah, okay, awesome. The folks get it. The folks understand. The closet has a lot of different dresses that look similar to Mirabelle's. Ooh, horror books. I guess there's probably nothing. Oh no, I read the wrong chapter. Double checking to make sure there's nothing on here. No? Okay. Yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I try not to leave a lot of moments of silence in my streams. because for some reason in my stupid little man brain, I think to myself. So I was double checking to make sure this wasn't new dialogue, but she's talking about the gifts that her roommate gives, that she, there's kind of messy, complicated relationship there. But anyways, yeah, in my dumb little man brain, I'm like, I would hate for someone to, stop by the stream for the first time, and I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Especially when I'm playing, like, a really cool game like this. I don't want to leave that kind of impression on someone, and that's just me. Like, I could totally, like, I do, like, again, it's just something I'm hard on myself about personally. If other people, I will literally join streams where people are just sitting there and not talking. I join streams where, like, there's not even a mic connected. And I'm happy to be there. That's how I am about myself and how I stream. So I be yapping even though I don't know what I'm saying, and I'm super thankful to have folks that want to watch that. And, folks who do, like, join me on stream that are okay with me sitting here and saying stupid crap all the time and improvising and making dumb jokes that will either roll with it or just kind of let it slide. I'm very, very thankful for it. Yeah, sometimes I just can't function if things are not clean. It's spontaneous, but my mind focuses on everything. Focuses on everything but what I need to want to work on. I feel that, dude. I really do feel that. That's why I'm like, I'm not very. This is a weird example, or this might be like a surface level example, but like I'm not a leave dishes in the sink kind of guy. Like I do it right then and there. Boom, done. I don't know. Otherwise, yeah. See, I used to be like that too, but then I realized I have to just let the quiet be quiet. As long as I'm doing stuff in game, sometimes it's just kind of nice atmosphere. People, that's a really good point. That is a really good point. If I force myself to yap too much, I get rambly and tired really fast, so that's why I tend to be more quiet on my solo streams. I just let things happen, That's a really good point, honestly. Yeah. And I would, I think it helps to hear that from someone like Ren, who does as much streaming as she does. So I appreciate that. I appreciate that intake. I might cool my jets a little more often. A hole doesn't really bring you anywhere. Yeah, you! I don't know, man. I don't know, I'm just saying, just saying there's a cool streamer in chat. Guys, I don't know if you know this, we actually have a celebrity in chat. Not sure if you know this, but yeah. I don't know. Ren's pretty damn good at what she does here on Twitch, so that's why I try to take any pieces of advice that she's willing to give and stick to it. So I don't know, but that could just be me being biased, This gate is locked. And look, I'm just gonna say this because because I love getting to gas people up who deserve it. Oh God. Okay. This is really embarrassing. Before we get into this section, this is really embarrassing. This is super embarrassing. I'm gonna say it now, so it's on the internet forever, and so I don't feel weird about it anymore. So, the very first stream that I ever saw you guys was a Night in the Woods stream, right? And it was the tail end of a Night in the Woods stream, because I was just like, I think I was literally putting together a Lego set, and I was like, I'm just gonna put on some Night in the Woods, someone playing it, and I saw someone doing a group, and I was like, oh, this is what I've been waiting to see. Because I'd seen, I'm so sorry that tonight's just like a yapping night for me. Anyways, I was like, this is really cool, because like, obviously like Snapcube does like the fan dubs and all that, but I was like, it would be really cool to see someone play through mentioning, or sorry, I just read chat. It'd be really cool to get to see someone play through Night in the Woods, this game I just played through for the first time. I was like, it'd be really cool to see like like the Snapcube group do that or something like that. And I was like, okay, the first chance I get to see anyone do that, I'm hopping on and checking it out. And I saw it, and it was really cool in particular because everyone had Night in the Woods like PNGs, like custom art of everyone as a Night in the Woods character. And I was like, this is so freaking cool. It was this, everyone was doing the voices, and I was like, this seems awesome. Yeah, the Twitch gods were on my side that day, 100%. So I was in there, and it was the tail end of the stream, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. I gotta say something. And I couldn't, because I think it was something along the lines of like, I didn't have my account verified or something. Like I didn't have the phone number stuff into it. And so I couldn't comment, because Ren was smart to actually have that kind of protections on, and since then I've also enlisted that kind of like, you need to have a verified account. No. It's a good thing. Like, it's ultimately a very good thing, and it's why I do it too. But I did that, right? And I was like, shoot, okay. And in the moment, I was just like, damn, that really sucks, because this was like really fun for the like 5 minutes I got to see of it. And then like later in the week, this is the really embarrassing part. Later in the week, I was like, dude, I would be stupid to not like make an attempt to like catch their next stream. So for a week straight, at maybe like it was a roughly like that 2 hour period, maybe like an hour before or whatever, I would check Night in the Woods, and I was looking for the PNGs of everyone to be like, damn, they gotta be going live again. And eventually they went live again the next Monday, and at that point I was verified, and that was probably the first stream that I was actually in chatting and shit. So it's stupid, and I know it's weird, but yeah, and it's been a hell of a ride since. So that's the first Ren stream I saw, and goodness gracious, I was a hawk looking for its prey. Yeah, I was stalking the local Walmart because I knew that they had my favorite candy bar there, but they ran out, so I knew I'd check every night until they had it again. But yeah, in my mind, I was like, this is really cool. I can't let this slip through my fingers. I gotta see this again, and I am genuinely so thankful to know these people, to know everyone in the Stellar Ensemble. Do y'all want to get sappy? Y'all want to get sappy before this? Even better, because the ensemble is based out of Pittsburgh area, which is the area Night in the Woods is based off of. Yup. I don't know. Do we want to get sappy now, or do we want to do this? Chat, vote on your devices. Because I was gonna say this earlier, but I was gonna say this earlier, but I never got to it. But I wanted to say it at some point on stream, and it's really stupid and sappy. But let me know. Vote on your devices. What are we doing? Are we getting sappy, or are we getting starry and timey? Actually, stop. I'm sorry. I'm not telling you to stop crying. You feel emotion. Feel emotions. Okay. So, get sappy. Okay. All right. God. I'm not saying that. I'm saying God to myself, because I'm worried. I get really worried that when I get sappy on stream, that I'm going to sound really ridiculous and dumb. But I like to let people know that they are appreciated, because I don't know what the hell's going to happen tomorrow, and I want to let you all know that you're appreciated. So one of the last things that I was going to mention about this whole Gavin 8 thing, and the whole everybody redeem at the same time and everybody do this and is that there was like a slight undertone of like a lesson to be learned or whatever, and
and whatever, you know? And it was like, literally, the silly, friendship is magic, I defeat you because I have my friends, and da-da-da-da-da. And I don't know if I ever got to actually saying that when we were still kind of doing the dialogue for all that and stuff, but that was, you know, that was in thought, right? My friends are my power. Exactly. And I was like, because it was really cool. That's why I was like, I want chat to be involved in this, because y'all are super cool and deserve to be. And I was going to tie to that, you know, one of the main reasons I've even met anyone that's in chat right now, basically, is because I decided to open up and try to be more myself online, you know, in the hopes of finding people out there that would, you know, I guess accept me and not think that I was stupid. I'm lacking better words right now, but there was a whole metaphor I was going to go for with it too. I think there are a lot of moments in a lot of our lives, but I'll just say mine for now, because maybe not everyone relates to this, but there are moments in my life, at least, where sometimes I feel like I am, you know, stuck in a hole, right? And, you know, sometimes you don't know why you're in that hole. You don't know if you dug that hole yourself, or if someone else did, and like someone shoved you down there, and you know, and you're trying to question why you're in that hole, and you're so worried about it. And you're like so wrapped up in that like sometimes you know, it can be overwhelming. And in the same breath, there's, I think, this idea sometimes that like, sorry, trying to think here. And in the same breath, there's this idea that like, it can be even worse when you know that there are other people out there who are also stuck in these holes, but even though you're like reaching out and you're trying to call out for help, you can hear people, you know, walking past the hole. You know that there are people out there who are, they know you're down there, or they don't know that you're down there, but there are people out there, and that are just kind of going by, right? I am so thankful that in a moment where I was stuck in one of those holes, that I decided to, you know, make the effort of, I guess, you know, starting this channel and this account and everything, and like promising myself, I was like, I'm going to be more open about like what I enjoy and and I'm going to try to be more genuine and not all this trying to be someone I'm not. And I'm going to try to reach out to other people and connect with other people, and see what that gets me, and see what, if I meet anyone, anything like that. And I just have to say that I am so grateful and so thankful that in one of those moments where I was calling out, that not just one person reached back in, but this whole group of incredible people that is, you know, the Serenalis community, the Stellar Ensemble community, were willing to reach down and help me out of that hole. And I truly cannot thank, I mean, I think everyone here is part of that community, so I really can't thank you all enough for helping me out of that. Because it genuinely, I should say, it genuinely helps to know too that, you know, since then, I'll keep rolling with the stupid metaphor, I guess, but since then I've obviously fallen in holes again, and sometimes they aren't as deep, sometimes they're deeper, sometimes they're, you know, varying heights of
problem there, or issues that are going on in my life, but it's like at least comforting to know that there is that group there. There are those people there that are willing to help out. And I just want to take a second to say that if anyone here finds themselves in one of these holes, if anyone is going through something right now and it feels like there's no one out there that is going through that, or there's no one out there that is willing to reach in to help you out, I promise you that there are people out there that can and will help you out. Sometimes it just takes time, but never, ever stop reaching for help. Never stop trying. You know, never stop making that effort. Because someone will hear it, someone will notice it, and someone will help you. Yeah. Stupid metaphor out of the way. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I don't know. One of my my favorite song of all time has a line in it, and I'm sure someone has seen this before because I usually sprinkle this as like one of my bios on social media or whatever, but if you can't survive, just try is something I've been trying to live by, I think for years now, and I can only extend that message to everyone else. Just keep trying. Just seriously keep. Yeah, I know I can be sarcastic a lot of times, but genuinely, I don't know. That was cringy. That was cringy, Gavin. Out of here.
Out of here, Gavin. Out of here.
Too sincere. We must delete it. Like, seriously, I am not exaggerating one single bit when I've been saying that this group has been keeping me going. It really, truly has, for reasons exactly like Gavin's. I'm so happy to hear that. Dude, cringe is fun. Cringe is fun. A real quick shout out to Cheesecake, who was another person, I will say, of that group at that point, who is literally, I think, one of the main people that's kind of helped me try to embrace that more and be a little less ashamed of that. So shout out Cheesecake. She equally deserves I think credit for helping me out in that period. Okay. Yeah. This group has helped me through so much over the years. Yeah. You guys are amazing. I think I only hope that everyone here knows that they are a part of something amazing with that group, and that's part of the reason why I try to support or show as much support as I can for everyone that's involved in it, because one of my stupid philosophies in life, I guess, is that I want to try to be the best thing I can for the people I think that deserve it. And I think everyone involved over there deserves as much as I can give them for as much as they've given me. So, whew. Okay. So the third monkey has fallen off the bed. Thoughts? Do we want to keep going? Because I can definitely keep going. Maybe for up to the king, or maybe after the king. Thoughts? I'm glad we've been able to. Yeah. I'll definitely finish out this section, but do it up? Okay. All right. It's locked by one of those weird. Sorry. Yeah. It was like the sap took over me, so I had to. I'm sorry you had to hear me clear my throat. Oi. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need the water.
It's a good philosophy. Keep going, but I might have to dip. Yeah, dude. You're all good. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry to get sappy. Don't have that very emotional moment then collapse midstream. You know, that's kind of, yeah, I guess that's a fair point. That's more so what I just do day to day off stream. Gav, I do want to say this. I don't know why, but when you first showed up, I was for some reason scared of you, and I just want to slap my past self for being scared of such a wonderful and creative person. Stop. Shaman, those words don't do you justice. You are fine. I also would not trust me. There was a good intuition to have. I think like whenever I meet new people, especially online, I think I usually go straight to being like sarcastic and stuff. So I could totally see why that might have been that. And I know I can be sarcastic on here too, but especially at first, I you know, even in that mindset of I need to be more true to myself, I think I was still kind of scared to be genuine. Man, this is a great therapy session, right, guys? I'm legit so glad. I'm just bad at reading. So glad that you were able to find us again. I think that a lot of us are led together in some way or another. Absolutely. Not yet, but soonish. Depends on how long it takes. For sure. Oh, whatever you do pass out, I hope you have a sweet dreams. It's locked by one of those weird word locks. There's something written about the lock too. Maybe you should take a closer look? What if I don't, though? Also, I think I need to have the thing equipped, so we're gonna leave it alone for now. Which is so funny because I did genuinely actually have my therapy today before stream, Lamau. When I said she told me the bit about irreplaceability and I bawled, I was not making that up. I do believe it. I mean, it's a beautiful coincidence, I think, and tea time for real. Yeah, have your tea. Enjoy your tea. I genuinely do believe it though, because like, I don't know. Sometimes life just kind of lines up like that. I mean, in the same way you could, on the opposite side of the coin, you could say that's the whole AC going out and then the internet going out the same night, where it's like, oh well, it wasn't going to happen anyways. A very different example, but like, you know, I genuinely believe it. Let me send a picture of my tea bug. Oh, we got to see the tea bug. We got to see this darn tea bug. Okay, that one. I like that one. Also, I know I keep saying this, but there were a handful of years where I was streaming to like, well, actually 0 people, because there was like no one in chat. I know I keep saying thank you for being here, but I just want you all to know that I'm super thankful for you being here, because I was, especially on one of these streams where I'm kind of just yapping a crap ton, because that's what I did back in the day to 0 people, and I'm super thankful that people are actually want to be here and hear me talk about metaphorical holes. Haha, I got a joke in there. Take that, sincerity. Okay. When I check and I see like 0 views, I'm like, oh, my friends can't be here today. Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe I would say kitchen hall, but it genuinely is like a friend's activity, if that makes sense. 100%, I feel that. Like, I think when I first started streaming, I was like, it would be nice to just have like 1 or 2 people in chat at least, just to like basically feel like I'm sitting on a couch with some folks playing through this game, you know, or like whatever game I was playing. So I 100% feel that. Yeah. So glad I decided. Oh, I'm so glad I decided to stop being scared and join your Undertale stream. Now Undertale has a special meaning to me. Oh, that's awesome. I was gonna say I thought you were for some reason I thought you. I think I can't talk right now. I thought you had like a tie to Undertale before that. And I'm not sure if that still is the case or not, but if you're assigning that special meaning to that silly little stream we did for it, I am very thankful that you showed up for that, because I know you were really helping me out a lot with a lot of the background stuff and details for that game. So I'm super happy and thankful that you were there to help me get out of the way. Okay, well, shoot. Oh, here we go. Try to read what's written. You can read it now. It's asking a question. You answer it aloud. The door unlocks. Huh? What did you say, Sif?
I couldn't hear it either. Did you say something?
You open the door. Star door! Okay, no dialogue. I'm checking the Discord to see this mug.
I gotta see what's going on in this mug. It's real mug hours here.
Ooh, very nice. That's sick. The only one that fits his hand.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't know why I said fishes. I don't know why I said that. I can English. Trust me. I just watch oh, sorry. I just watched I watched Played It and ended up learning a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. So I bet that the question that was asked is related to the universe leads and we can only follow. Oh, Let's Player. Okay, thank you. There's I don't know if people know this, there's a term going around right now, pretty, I don't want to say virally, but going around the internet called LARPing, which is essentially to say that like someone acts like they're a fan of something, but they haven't actually engaged with the material. I thought that's what Seamus was saying. At first I was like, surely not. Yeah, unfortunately, it's lost its original meaning. Like, you literally could go to a kid who doom scrolls TikTok probably like 10 hours a day and ask and mention LARPing to them, and that's what they're gonna say. And if you ask them what it actually means, if you ask them to spell out LARP, they will not tell you live action role playing. They'll be like,
someone that likes Drake but hasn't listened to Iceman.
Sorry, little child that I was making fun of, but yeah, that's yeah, R.I.P. R.I.P. for real. Whoa, hold on, this is neat. Star charts. Yeah, because I like, well, I guess I'm going to always spell it out now. You know, that's fair. That's probably the best move. Star charts. Lots of star charts.
Lots of star charts in here.
A telescope. It's broken. I kind of want to interact with everything besides the big thing. A drawer. You open it. There's a beautiful hat inside. It's very similar to yours. New hat. You got starry hat. You put the hat in your pockets. Ooh, what? Ooh, fashionable. Get every accessory. Yeah, baby! Man, I love a stream where I feel like I'm making progress, even though we've probably only played like half of a stream's worth of things because of everything else. So my mental image of the starry hat is what I based mine off of when I made the cosplay. Ooh, okay, hold on. I'm in the wrong menu. I'm in the wrong menu. The fabric lining the inside of the hat is filled with stars. Boost defense, attack, critical. Oh my, why would you not equip this? That's awesome. Is this what you were talking about with like the lights and everything, Red? Because if so, that is freaking, I was gonna say awesome sauce. I was gonna say awesome sauce. I don't know if people take awesome sauce as a literal thing. I just like saying awesome sauce because it's a very, I don't know. I like it. I think it's a fun term. I think it's awesome sauce.
I'm getting starry-eyed.
A journal with a star on its cover. It looks very old. Feels like it'd break apart in one touch.
I want to read it so bad.
Please, let's stop wasting time and read every book we come across.
Oh my goodness. Hey guys, this is my new voice for the rest of the stream.
I'm gonna mute while I do this. I know how much you guys love it when I clear my throat on stream, but I had to save the VOD watchers from that noise. So the light idea actually came a little later. I knew I wanted to put starry fabric in the lining since this hat was picked up, but then I saw a cosplayer at Techo cosplaying Sif that had lights in their hat, and I was like, okay, I'm combining the ideas now. I love that. I love to hear that. It's like you just walked up and you said, give me that, and then you were like rustling the hat back and forth, and then they got it, and you're like, fine, I'll make it myself. That's totally what happened. I was there. Hi, I'm John Techo. I'm sorry, that was so stupid, I'm sorry. But if the book has a star on it, it must be important, right? You get closer to the book. Fine.
Let's do it.
Be careful handling it, though. Mirabelle carefully takes the book in her hands and flips through the pages.
It's a little long. Seems like it's the diary of a very sad person.
Why sad? What happened to them?
They don't actually say. It just feels like they've lived through some hard times, and everyone around them seems to brush their worries aside. Everyone is acting as if everything's fine when this person continues to suffer.
Bummer.
More like boring. Read a passage.
Sure. Well...
Oh, yeah, I'll do it in a verse.
No one can understand what I've been through. Not my friends, not my family, no one. If no one can understand me, if I'm doomed to never be truly seen by another, if I'm the only one who can understand what I've gone through, then couldn't I just create another self? Another me? Someone I could talk to who would understand.
Huh?
Oh, interesting. Now we're getting somewhere.
Talking to another self to come to terms with what they've gone through.
But in the end, they'd still be alone, right?
Sometimes you just need a voice that answers back, Bonbon. It would just be an echo chamber, though. You'd never get to any good conclusion talking to yourself endlessly. Endlessly. I suppose they felt so alone they saw no other resource, though. Or saw no other recourse, though. The snack that screams back. But tell me, Mirabelle, do they eat a... Oh, I am reading two things at once. But tell me, Mirabelle, do they get a rude wake-up call as they realize creating another self is absolutely impossible? Yeah. Using craft to change a body is already hard enough. Creating a whole new one and identical to another? And one able to talk back? That's just impossible.
They spend a good chunk here trying to figure out how to do it. It's a lot of complicated theory. Their writing seems to be getting more frantic too. It's barely legible in places. Of course. Realizing this can't be done.
That's kind of sad.
Oh, this page. It only has a few words, but I figured it out. How to create another me. Bodycraft didn't work. Crafting clay didn't work. Nor wood, nor marble. Nothing worked. But one thing could. Wishcraft.
Guys, do you remember from last time when they said something about wishcraft?
Pew, pew, pew. Wishcraft will make my wish come true. I just have to do it. I just have to ask.
They said the thing! Wishcraft! The king mentioned Sorry. The king mentioned witchcraft before, didn't he? He seemed to imply it was used to trap you in this time loop, didn't he? If it is real, it's real. It's real. You hide your smile by covering your mouth. Siffrin? And then...
Oh, and then...
Mirabelle turns the page. Me when Kingdom Hearts 4 showed up on yesterday's Direct? Dude, real.
Oh, My wish came true. I will always be understood now.
Huh. Happy for them, I suppose.
They did it? They created another them? With witchcraft? What's witchcraft?
Surely a type of craft they invented for this tale. As we've said, it's impossible to create a copy of yourself. Interesting premise, though. And making this fictional tale... Oops, sorry. Man, making clones seems really hard, right, Gavin? I was about to say, this is like... pretty good timing on Adrian's part. Adrian, who's sitting on my couch behind me, yeah. Good job, that was a high five for the timing on that. Incredible. Incredible. Thank you, Adrian, I appreciate that. The lore people are finally going to get something to eat. Yummy, yummy. And making this fictional tale look like an old diary was interesting. Too bad witchcraft isn't real, though. I'd wish for stuff, too. Yeah, holy shit, this worked out so well. But it is real. It has to be. It has to be. You have to tell Loop about this. English. So should we tell Loop now before we look at something and then have like a freaking aneurysm and explode, or? Because part of me is thinking we call Loop right now. We say, hey Loop, pick up the phone. I know you're home. You make the secret hand sign and think about talking to Loop. You close your eyes. Oh, but also poke the Astro Lab after you call them. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still gonna interact with everything. I just wasn't sure if we should do this now. Also, I get to do Loop voice this stream, yay! Hello, Loop speaking. Thank you for calling. How may I help you? I'm gonna be honest, Loop's voice is not usually like a hard voice to do, but if I've been doing stuff for a few hours, I kind of lose it. So I'm surprised that it's not too bad. What should I do next? Sure, Stardust. What do you need help with? You need help on how to explode. Never mind. I changed my mind. Actually, wait, that probably was the right area. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. It's the third monkey has fallen, and so is my third amount of sanity. Hello, person whose name I don't know how to spell. Which one, Stardust? I just need help in general. What? Need help with your family members again? You know what to do.
Yeah, we've already...
But I guess this is all gonna appear as new because we haven't talked to Loop about it in this empty space, aka my head. Okay. Okay, so nothing. Find out more about the king. No, we do not need a refresher. Okay. But about the loops, though... What should I do now? Have you found anything new? Yeah, I wasn't watching. You have to go and talk to Loop in person!
Damn it!
That's fun. I actually like that excuse. I do. He's like, I was on my phone. Did you say something? I had a question about... I'm just curious. I've been seeing myself in the house. Oh, yes, the copies of you walking around. And? They could see them too. Oh, the music stopped. Your party could? They all went to talk to one. Oh, so silly little fact, when Jimothy and I were working on our cosplays, he was brainstorming a way to have little walkie-talkies. Hold on. Little walkie-talkies that we could hide in our hands and the secret fourth hand sign to touch base during the con. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, that is so awesome. I think the only way I could think of that working would be like doing like an Apple Watch or something and just like, I don't know, figuring out like how to place that in your palm or just like up on your wrist or something. I don't know, but that sounds sick. I love that. You know, I have a feeling that I probably should have waited to talk to Loop now, but this is fine. This is okay. They all went to talk to one of them. I actually found some really small walkie-talkies that could work, but we decided we'd probably just opt for like Bluetooth earbuds or something. Yeah, that's
That's fair. That's fair. Either of those options, I think, would be neato burrito. Oh? It smiled at them. Mirabelle was really upset. Oh, God. Sif! Hug! Bear hug. Actually, the bear hug's just happening now. I was debating it earlier. The bear hug is just happening. You can't give me this sprite and say, no, Gavin, you cannot bear hug Sif. You can't do that. That's not how it works. It just doesn't work. Oh, Gabby boy, glad to hear your old self again. You gained a new memory. You gained memory of Gavin. When memory of Gavin is equipped, the true you is seen by everyone, and your friends will always be there by your side. Plus 8,414 to all stats. 8 is B, the 4 is A, and the last one is a J. I love that. I love that. Thank you, Shaman. Thank you. I'm getting that tattooed on my back now. I'm actually, if you hear a buzzing in the background, that's what that sound is. For shot range, sitting and receiving, you probably could get it down to holding a hand-holding size. Oh. Why would me be smiling at them scare her that much? Isabeau said it had a blissful smile. Like, he was happy to see him. To see everyone. So, it wanted to see them, and he thought it was... It must really have been a disgusting smile for your housemaid to react like this. Oh, Loop, not the time, Loop, not the time. That's, no. Short, not shot. Oh, gotcha, okay. That's a big tattoo. Yeah, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, buddy. Odile seems suspicious of me. Is that so? That researcher of yours is pretty perceptive. Better not act weird or interact with the stuff that makes you act weird too often in one loop. Or do. What doesn't matter. She won't be able to figure anything out anyway. Figuring out your looping in time just because you're acting weird would be quite an achievement. Oh man, last ad for the night, guys. Sorry. Just put it in your bag. Or just put it on your back. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Put some bees on it. Waiter, I asked for extra bees in my bag. What the heck? What the heck? Ooh, I saw a weird shade. A weird shade? When I was finding the king. A shade that doesn't exist. Like a color? A color? Don't you remember? I think you read a book about it somewhere. Maybe you should look at it again. Try to find other books if you wanted to find out more. Ooh, okay. That's a delicious little piece of, delicious little nugget of knowledge. We will not say anything else. We're waiting until this ad ends. Bees in your back, bees in your back. What are you gonna do with those bees in your back? I will, one day, I'll perform that at Coachella. One day. One day. I will perform that at Coachella. Nothing. That's what I'm doing about these bees in your back. I don't have insurance, actually. You're stop. You make me blush the fact that you actually remember the lyrics to that. Pog? No, oh, no ads? Dang. It was like, yeah, Gavin's running late tonight, and he's kind of just yapping the whole time, so, we'll keep it going. Listen, it's a Bob, okay. Dude, I just got the ads, dang. Okay, we'll wait a second. Yeah, I don't know, yeah, I guess bees in your back is my greatest achievement as a human, so, What the hecking Heckerson? Idiot! Gordon, go away, you idiot sandwich! So, come on! Okay, we're back. Yay, we're back! Hi guys, welcome back. No, like, really, West and I were just gushing about your... Stop! Oh, my head's gonna be so freaking large from all this ego I'm getting, ego boost. Like, we might have a project we want your help with way down the... Oh, okay, hey. I'm here. I'm here. Hey, I hear you loud and clear. Right here. Like a deer. It reminds me of squirrels in my pants. Dude, honestly, that's a good point. Hey, I know squirrels in my pants. I know squirrels in my pants. Don't worry. Don't worry. I love squirrels in my pants. Dude, Phineas and Ferb has just some of the best music. Or I should say, like music, or how do I put this? Like cartoon, like songs. I don't know, man. I don't know. Astrolab! Actually, you know what? I want to look at the book again. This journal looks older than you are. This room is very dusty too. You're probably the only one that's entered it in years. You wonder who wrote this. Yes, I wonder if it was different. Backyard Beach was so good. Yeah. Almost forgot about that one. Yeah. Yeah. My top. I don't know. My favorites. My favorite is "You Snuck Your Way Into My Heart." Probably one of my favorite cartoon songs ever. My favorite. You know what? My favorite '80s ballad that's not from the '80s is how I'd put that. And then Aglet. The Aglet song is. Oh wait. I do have three. The Aglet song. You Snuck Your Way Into My Heart. And then Someone Give Me a Grade, which I think is like a later season like song, but I just remember really liking that one as a kid when they form the Baljeetles and he's like in an emo band, and I was like, oh dude, Someone Give Me a Grade, banger song. But there's some heaters in that show. I definitely need to get like the CD at some point, or one of the CDs. Oh, Platypus Is Controlling Me, classic. Yeah. Baljeet sings that one. Or he sings Someone Give Me a Grade. A bookcase. All the books are so old they'd probably disintegrate in a single touch. Yeah, such a bop of the show, honestly. I need to, at some point, like, just watch all of it. Oh snap, come to our macaroni party and take a nap. I don't know if that's how it goes, but, I don't recall if that's exactly how it goes, but... Yeah. It's been too long since I've watched all those episodes. Or I've watched a lot. Regular show is another heater. What's the song? There's like one song in it that living in the summertime, loving in the summertime. I love that song from Regular Show. Oh, and then the what is it, like I don't know if it's an actual song, but the one that they perform when they like magically learn how to play guitar. That intro is so good. I hope you guys enjoyed my recreation of it. Did you guys want me to actually play the game or something? Or I don't know. I think there's this thing that like Ren was wanting me to check out. I don't remember what it was though. I don't remember. I'm having a hard time. I don't know. Was it the telescope? No. Was it the pillar? No. Was it the star charts? No. Then what was it? The Astrolab! That's right. It's...
What is this? It has a lot of balls attached to it.
And there's a lever here. If we turn it, it seems the balls will move around this big ball, or big middle ball.
I was just enjoying the yapping. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for enjoying said yapping. Kids, can you help Gavin find what Ren wanted? Yep. What can I say? I'm a very smart individual. Does it represent something? It looks familiar somehow.
Yes, I feel like I've seen something like this before.
It's called an... Ooh, I don't even know. Orrery? I'm gonna say orrery. It's called an orrery.
An orrery?
Oh, right, it's an orrery. Duh. It's a machine to calculate the positions of astronomical objects.
Astro what?
Nope, I'm colorblind. I can't see. I'm so sorry, man. This is why the game took so long. I have to come clean. You're right with your first pronunciation, orrery. Okay, orrery. Okay, interesting. Also, very interesting that Sif remembers this, but not like a kiln or anvil or furnace. But maybe this is just something that they're really interested in, like stars and planets and stuff. Who would need to calculate this?
For once, Ghost-Frin hasn't forgotten something, but we all have.
Ooh, lucky for you, there's no colors here. Yeah, with pronunciation. It's weird spelling with pronunciation. Yeah. Anything else? Interesting. Okay.
Okay then. It seems we've done everything.
I think we did everything on the other side too, if I'm not mistaken. So we have, I think, gotten our maximum like weird points. But yeah, very interesting room. Yeah, very interesting. I remember what happened 20 seconds ago. Do you remember what happened 20 seconds ago, chat? Vote on your devices, and if not, catchphrase. Yeah. Okay. I think we've checked everything though. I kind of talking. Are we doing that talking thing? Is that what we're doing now? I'm down. I'm down if that's the plan for tonight. I think I was gonna see if I could double check everyone's. There we go. Okay, so quite a bit to the next level up. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. So I think everyone will level up one more time if we beat this next boss, essentially. Well, I mean, he's from the country. Stars are a big part of the country's belief system and the universe's... Oh, and the universe and science and stuff. So Valgardian words that he forgets are kind of inconsequential to him. But stuff from his country related to science and astronomy are important to him. That's really cool, actually. Especially with, like, the whole idea of, like, forgetting, where I assume, like, forgetting about a lot of that stuff. That's really cool. I'm happy to hear that. And I think it kind of helps me appreciate the, like, forgetting. I don't want to call it a bit, but it helps me appreciate that not event, goodness gracious, that like sequence or that like part of him like forgetting a lot of other stuff, like not common household, but the like common Valgardian things. Like I think that's really neat. But they aren't explicitly connected to the country, so Sif actually remembers these things. That's how I've interpreted it. Interesting. Huh. So I was processing. My load times are pretty slow tonight. Yeah. No, that does make sense. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, because we've ran quite a bit late, but I'm super, again, happy you all have decided to hang out tonight for this. I think we're gonna really quickly get the key knife, and then we're gonna probably call it there, actually. And I think we'll start next week with a little bit of freaking action. A little bit of action, and by action I mean fighting. Ching ching. Pow pow. Because at that point I don't think there's really anything left for us that like we need to like remember to do, I think, other than talk to Loop, which we're gonna do anyways. So JK, my sister, thought it was like that, and she's an English major, so it makes sense. Okay.
I see.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of just gullible because I read that it was on the ceiling. So, you know, that's just me, though. Well, I thought there'd be something in this room, but... Though I did put in the bigger context of the game. Okay, gotcha. Something going on. Expression hidden. An intact statue of the Change God stands before you. Everyone is lost in thought. Most likely sending their wishes to the Change God. Join them? Yeah, why not? We'll do it this time. So I take a bit of credit. Okay.
Also, like, Volgardian isn't at least his second language, so words hard to remember. Okay, that's even more fair, honestly. You wish for eternity. Did Sif say that before, or is that new? You found the key knife.
Ghost-Frin, what are you holding there?
A knife!
Did the change god give it to us?
Huh? No, it can't. I think they did. With it, we can...
What?
Sorry, Mira, what was that?
Oh, my bad.
What?
Okay, thank you. I didn't catch that. What the? That's floor 3's entrance?
The change god beamed us there.
That's... Well, at least we don't have to backtrack. I'm not gonna ask questions.
Thank you, Change God, for this boon.
Thanks, Change God.
Thank you.
You and Odia look at each other and shrug. Thank you, Change God, or expressions, or whichever deity gave us this knife. Thank you.
And now we save.
And I think this is where we call it a night. I think this is a good stopping point with all things considered. I say. But yeah. And he had to learn Volgardian when he literally couldn't remember his original language, so lots of brain holes there. You know, and I think the even more fair point is that I only know English and I oftentimes forget English words. So I have no room to judge the I have no room to judge on the brain holes talk, you know. I'm the last person that should be judging on that. Yeah, no, Sif hadn't wished for eternity before. Interesting, so that is new. No, it was Billy from Adventure Time that gave it to us. Billy! Shout out, Billy. It was me, Dio. And I have not watched. It's been a minute since I've seen the JoJo's. That was like one of the first anime that I like watched with my friends, and we were definitely the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure kids in our high school, unfortunately. But you know, it was fun. It was fun. You have everything primed and ready to go for this king fight. Talks on the roof, getting another achievement, and going to talk to Loop after all that for next stream. Beautiful. I love to hear that. Ain't that a mood for real? It was me, Dio. Oh wait, I read this. the brain holes. Sorry about that. It's fine. None of us understand English. Yeah. Hey, but that's okay. That's what this stream is for. This is why this is an educational stream, teaching you all how to read. I'm a good man. All right, I'm a good guy. It's fine. I was one of the Naruto kids, probably the biggest Naruto kid. I was an absolute dweeb. You know, I don't know why, but I feel like the term dweeb is just a lot more endearing to me as a grown-up. I don't know. Because I was also a dweeb, so... And I don't know, I'd hate to dog too much on past Gavin. Okay. Well, yeah, no, next stream should be ready to go. And I'll say here, hopefully no Gavin 8 shenanigans. Thank you all so much for being here and for hanging out for a longer stream. But for also, once again, engaging with the whole Gavin 8 discourse and roleplay and all that. It was legitimately, like, so much fun to, like, plan that stuff out and, like, let it blossom and all that. And, I just want to say here, I think I might have mentioned this earlier, but I just want to make sure it's said that, like, there were moments where I was, like, making the playlist or making the song or doing this or that, and I was like, man, you know, obviously I'm happy that I'm, like, creating something, because that's just kind of a good thing to do in general. But I was like, it is going to kind of suck if I, like, put this out in the world and it just kind of, you know, doesn't do anything or doesn't see any eyes or this or that. But I'm super thankful that people are enjoying it and engaging with it and going off of it and, like, creating their own stuff for it. It's super
freaking awesome. I like genuinely, it's been making me giddy seeing everyone's reactions to it, which I know is stupid, but I really appreciate it, guys. I do. So thank you for being a part. Thank you all for turning out tonight. For to see the big climax of that. Thank you for dealing with my incredible acting skills. It was a lot of fun to do, and I'll try to find as many opportunities as I can to thank you guys for that, because I really am thankful for it. I was a Dragon Ball Z kid, which was bad, but Dragon Ball Z kids were bad at times, or which wasn't bad. I was gonna say I don't know a lot of. I know like I have friends who are like very big into Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know a lot of them that were necessarily bad or rough within the fan base or whatever, however you want to word that. Yeah, because technically I think DBZ was also one of my first. That was one of my first animes as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was like in the middle of, I'm sure there are many different Frieza arcs, but I was watching one of the Frieza arcs week by week on Toonami with one of my friends and like texting him about it, and those are good memories. Talking about how this fight was lasting 20 episodes or whatever. So yeah, shout out the DBZ fans, shout out the DBZ kids out there. Dude, I used to roleplay all the time when I was like middle/high school, and I largely stopped after certain incidents occurred. I've only been doing it in tabletop and LARP, or live action roleplay, for the most part since. It's been good to get back into people with I love and trust. Yeah, I was gonna say, definitely like reminded me of something I'd lost. That's really nice. Thank you. I don't know if that was meant to be a compliment, but I will take it as one, and I appreciate the thoughts, and I appreciate you sharing that, because that makes me feel good. I know it's not the same, but when I was in high school, I thought about doing like theater and stuff, and then I was like, well, even though I'm not popular by any means, I was still held myself to some stupid social standard and said, well, I'm on the wrestling team, and I wouldn't be caught doing theater, not because I didn't want to, but because I was scared that people would judge me. And looking back, I'm like, damn, I really wish I did it, because I've like gone back and I have friends who did it, and I saw some of the plays and I was like, that looks so much fun. To just put yourself in a role like that. And I know this isn't the same, but I think it's similar enough in nature that it reminds me of that, and kind of reminded me of what you were saying just there a second ago. A lot of the ones I know, unfortunately, were always saying how oh, you mean that? Yeah, the could he beat Goku people. We're always saying how Goku could beat anyone to any other anime fans of Naruto and other stuff. Yeah, those ones aren't fun. Those ones are fun, unfortunately. But luckily, I was gonna say, I think most people here are not of that nature. Okay, so I am so surprised that people are hanging out still, and I'm so thankful for it. Let me double check and see if there's anyone to raid, because gee willikers, oh, you know what? Why don't we raid Nomal? I think that would be a great person to raid into. Yeah, Nomal's playing, yeah! It's definitely something I missed and didn't realize I missed as much as I did, so thank you. No, thank you. That was like my first time really diving into something like that, because in the past I'd been scared to do something like that, and it was so much fun, and I'm gonna try to be more engaged in participating in that kind of stuff in the future, if anyone else does anything. So, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, we're gonna raid Nomal here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again for thank you guys so much for being here again. I will say it 1 billion times, and I will mean it every single time. Thank you for warding away Gavin 8. That guy kind of sucked, and I'm glad to be moving on past that arc. We should be live again on Sunday with the Jim Jam, the Jimothy Q, the one and only, playing some more Resident Evil 6. And I won't talk about that yet. Thursday night,
West and Glock, aka the Loneliest Star and Arthur the Dragon, are gonna be live doing a co-stream. I am very excited to see what goes on there. I think someone's getting drawn as a kaiju, but I won't tell you who. You gotta figure that out yourselves. Tee-hee-hee. And then Friday, I think, again, West is gonna be live, Loneliest Star, finishing up some Shadow of the Colossus. Friends may or may not be there, so be there for that, because the West streams are always a swell time. But yeah, I'll let you know what's going on in the future on Sunday. Have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone, and remember this one last thing. And I know this is going to sound crazy. I know this is going to sound absolutely insane, but trust me on this, guys. If you're told to go into, like, an office, maybe think about that. Just think about it for a second and maybe consider not doing that, especially if they're talking about, like, I don't know, like, suspicious shit. Maybe don't go in that office. Okay, bye!